Q&A. Shout out to my brothers from another mothers. You know, and we got a special guest today. But first of all, let me shout out to my brother Goku Pump. What's good, bro?
Goku Pump, aka just smash that subscribe button. Don't smash my girl.
Nah, man, smash his girl.
What? Stop playing, bro.
Smash his girl, man. Please.
What's wrong? What's
Please.
wrong? Yo.
And if you just smash, comment down below. Let us know how it was.
Yo.
Yo, we got a special guest, but my other brother over here.
Pelu.
It was good, bro.
What's going on,
How
man?
you feeling over there?
I'm doing good over here. How y'all feeling on this
Bless,
Friday?
bless,
Doing
bless.
well, man. God is good all the time.
We got sweat check in the building. No sweat, no check.
No sweat, no check,
Let's
man.
go.
If you ain't sweat, you ain't working, man. Self-improvement is always on the menu.
On the menu.
Tap in.
Let's go.
We working, man. Every day is a day to get better and elevate.
Where we at right now?
We in DC, man. We
Live in DC.
in
guys.
DC, man.
You feel me?
The nation's capital.
Shout out to everybody that's in DC right here, right now. You feel me? Shout out to everybody around the world. Shout out to all you guys that's been smashing our like button, that's been supporting, man. Yo, bro, where you from?
Originally, I'm from District Heights, Maryland, just right outside DC, about several minutes outside DC, District Heights, Maryland. My family from West Africa, Sierra Leone,
Okay.
but I was born here in Maryland. That's where I represent. That's where I'm from. However, I can never forget my roots and where they stem from, which is Africa, West Africa. So shout out to all my Africans watching, you know, all my Africans at home. You know, I always represent for y'all. You feel me? Like, I'm from the States, but, you know, the culture goes back. You feel me?
You know, we got a little beef with Sierra Leone jollof rice versus Ghana jollof rice. So, like,
Sierra Leone, we make the best jello.
make the best jollof rice.
No cap.
That's what you're putting it on.
Yeah, facts. Hands down, Sierra Leone got the best jello rice in the game.
Your folks, you grew up on it? Folks got the best?
Jollof rice, you know, cassava leaves, pepper soup, bitter leaf. You know, I can go on and on. Fufu,
All that.
the whole nine.
So I want to ask you a question though. You know, met you in the gym. You know, you always isolate yourself. You always like. One thing I noticed about you, you spend like 30 minutes stretching before you do anything.
Absolutely.
Why is that?
Because a lot of folks fail to realize that the stretch is the most important part of the exercise, believe it or not. You can't just go into the gym and start throwing weights around or start, you know, get into your routine and your body's not properly warmed up. So you gotta warm your body up the correct way. And I've realized this years down the line throughout my fitness journey and, you know, trial and error, what works best and what doesn't work. But I've realized that, you know, in order to get the most effectiveness out of your workout, you wanna properly warm your body up. You know what I'm saying? So I take about 30 minutes to stretch and foam roll. So it's just a constant combination of the two. So stretching and foam rolling. I'm all about mobility, agileness, functionality, and flexibility. And the foam roll is a great alternative to your typical massage. You know what I'm saying? So I see that the foam roll is a great way to get the body warmed up. You know, roll out those aches and pains that you normally get through rigorous training, and, you know, get the blood flowing for your routine.
You know, that's interesting though, because you're the first person I see that did it before the workout. Like I see a lot of people do it like after the workout, and you know, so I noticed that you know, you're on it heavy.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what's up, man.
Absolutely. I try to make it an emphasis to stretch before I do anything. You know, before I touch any weight, before I start moving around and get into my exercise for that day, I make it a point of emphasis to make sure I'm stretching out thoroughly, foam rolling thoroughly, and make sure I'm good to go. That way, when I am getting into my routine, that my body's properly warmed up and I'm ready to go, full effect, full blast.
So where does that come from? Like you have like an athletic background. You play sports in high school, college. Or...
Absolutely. So I started playing organized football in the 9th grade, and I've been working out since then. We'll just say since 2007. Obviously, you know, the style of exercise has changed throughout the years, learning different things, implementing different things. However, being able to um, stretch my body and experiment with different exercises, different styles of exercise, like, you know, running into the sayings, Goku pump and Broly, you know, put more emphasis these days on the calisthenics style of training opposed to what I was normally used to, which was just lifting. Um, but I've been more so recently like a hybrid role as far as, you know, how I incorporate my exercises these days. So I like to, but I'm more focused on calisthenics more now than ever.
So it's like the motivation from the sayings, so to speak, that got you kind of in calisthenics, or you were kind of doing it and then you met them and took it to another level.
I was kind of doing it, but when I met these guys and realized, like, damn, man, like, these guys really do this shit, it kind of just it propelled me. It made me want to go harder with the calisthenics. So that's primarily what I do nowadays. You know, I don't even, truth be told, I don't really lift like how I used to, rarely at all. And if I do, it's just moderate weight, like dumbbells. But for the most part, you know, people ask me, like, man, what's the secret? How do you get like
What's
that?
the secret?
Like, what are you doing? Man, I tell them the same thing, man. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, and squats, body weight, everything body weight. Because if you really work out and you really understand, you know, real strength, you can see that there's a big difference between body weight strength and strength when it comes to using weights. There's a big difference. You know, the same guy that has 315 on the bench press or 405 on the bench press, you know, he can rep that 4, 5, 6 times, but he can't give you 10 full extension pull-ups. And you wonder, like, damn, he looks strong. You know what I'm saying? The perception is that he is strong, but you ask him to do 10 full extension pull-ups on the pull-up bar, and he's struggling by number 3.
Let me ask you a question, right? When I first met them, I met Broly and Goku together, right?
Sure.
And they would be loud outside and yelling that shit.
Energy.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
And then, I would talk to him afterwards, whatever. I'm curious to know, what was your story like? When did you first meet him, and what was your first encounter like?
When did I first meet Goku? When did we first meet? That's a good question. It's funny enough. I met Goku before I met Broly, but it's funny enough. Interesting story, right? So, my boy, one random evening, he was just like, "Yo, check out these niggas like out Miami lifting up shorties on the beach for real." So I'm just like, all right, let me check out the video. So I'm watching the video and shit. I'm dying laughing because I'm just like, you know, and nobody's doing this. Not only that, but like these guys, you could tell they work out, and it was just different type of content. And me loving Miami, I like, shout out to Miami Beach. Eventually, I want to see myself moving down there full time. But nevertheless, though, like I see these guys, you know, just lifting up chicks on Miami Beach. I'm like, yeah, this is funny. But not only is it funny, but it's just like it's dope content, and the content was engaging. And then, funny enough, a couple weeks later, like I'm in the gym one evening. It's probably like 6, 7 o'clock, and I see this dude Goku. I'm like, hold up, this random as hell. I'm like, this dude's down here. I thought this guy was from New York. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not too sure how we got introduced. Maybe it was through a third party. Maybe it was through Fabo or G. Shout out to the Sands that's not here. But yeah, man, I met Goku, and it was just like an instant mesh. You know what I'm saying? We clicked instantly, and from that point moving forward, you know, met Broly. He was like, yeah, man, Broly's coming down. We got a workout in DC by the Capitol. And from there, it's just like, you know, we formed a clique, you know, we formed a bond, so.
That's fire, that's fire. The first time I met Goku, after I met him, he always was like moving in the gym like he stole something. He got like this kind of like, I stole something and I put it in my backpack vibe. Moving around all kind of weird.
Yeah.
With this smile, I'm like, what's going on with this guy, man? What's going on, you know? But he's always moving, he's always shaking, you know. I told a lot of people, I said, you got one of the best brands out here, right? I'm curious to know how'd you come up with it, and if you can introduce that brand and tell us the concept behind it.
Sure. So the name of the brand is Sweat Check. Um, and the brand came about one day. I was just in the gym and I realized because when I work out, I sweat like a dog, right? And so one day I had my phone, just playing around, and then I was just like, you know what, like sweat check, sweat check. I was dripping with sweat. I would just finish my work. I was dripping with sweat, and I really thought nothing of it, right? So I just recorded myself on like a Instagram story. I was like, sweat check, and then funny enough, like somebody mentioned me saying sweat check, and I'm just like, all right, cool. So I still at that point thought nothing of it. So, and then sure enough, more people started to mention me like, yo, sweat check, and they were tagging me. So I'm just like, maybe I got something here, right? And then um, my personality and just my passion for exercise, I was like, you know what, I can make something out of this. So I was just like, let me continue to push the narrative and see where I can go with this. And then um, surely enough, people started to catch on, just like, yo, sweat check, yo, tune, sweat check, and I just kind of made it like rather than making it like a phrase or whatever the case may be, I kind of wanted to turn it into like a lifestyle, sweat check. Like I wanted to motivate people to exercise, to move around, to sweat, you know what I'm saying? So it went from being a catchy phrase, yo, sweat check, to kind of being like this have a lot like a lifestyle vibe to it. Like, sweat check, man. If you ain't sweat, you ain't work. So that's my motto, right? I got a couple of them. No sweat, no check. If you ain't sweat, you ain't work. Self improvement is always on the menu. So my whole message is self improvement. You can always better yourself. You can always dig deeper. You can always become a better version of yourself. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. We're here to grow, and we're here to improve on ourselves each and every day.
It's funny you say that because I come from that industrial space where like you're in the warehouses and you're working. So when you had that, I think your IG tag is sweat for the check.
Correct.
Yeah, and it brought me back to that memory where like I want to quit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's, I'm in this warehouse, it's hot, I want to quit, but I'm literally sweating for the check, and I gotta endure. So when I saw sweat for the check, I said, damn, that was really the lifestyle. Like I'm working 10-hour days in these warehouses, and every day you want to quit, but you gotta sweat for that check.
You gotta sweat for the check, man.
Them bills ain't gonna pay themselves.
It's just like, man, it's a common idea, right? The work you put in is the results you're gonna reap. The more work you put in, the more results you'll see, and that's with anything in life. That's just not with fitness. That's just like an overall principle in life. You reap what you sow. If you don't reap anything, you sow nothing, right? The more work you put in with whatever you're doing, the quicker you see results, and the faster you see results, and the better results you see depending on the type of quality work you put in. So that's kind of like that's kind of where sweat check, that's where it stands.
Yeah, I support the movement. I'm a believer in the movement.
Appreciate it.
And before I even know you existed, I was sweating for that check, boy.
Got sweat for the check, man.
We get a lot of fans that ask, hey, how can I get here? How can I get there? But it's all about enduring. That's the word of the day, enduring.
Enduring, man. You got to embrace the process. Everything in life, comes with a process. There's a process to it. You can't take the easy way out. You can't shortcut the grind. The grind ain't gonna pay you for what you ain't worked for. You feel me? So you got to put in the work. You got to sweat for the check, man. It sounds sweet, right? But it applies to more than just fitness. It applies to everyday life, man. You got to sweat day in, day out. You got to put in the grind. You got to put in the work, and then you reap the benefits of the effort that you put in. So that's why I changed my name because everybody knows me as Tune. That's my nickname, right? Tune 2 times, and I had that name ever since I created IG more than a decade ago, right? But I wanted to kind of change my name to something that resonates more with what I represent, which is self-improvement or just going harder or putting in that work. So I thought to myself, how can I be clever but at the same time be able to depict the message, represent myself through my brand. So sweat for the check, sweat check was obviously taken, but I was like, what else could I?
You got lucky though, because it was meant to be taken so you could get sweat for the check.
Sweat for the check, man. Sounds
That's
sweet,
fire.
right?
That's
Got sweat for
fire.
that check, man.
Hey, I'm gonna bring up this quick story, right? Since you from District Heights, right?
Talk
You know
to
there
me.
used to be that building there that used to be a run and shoot where you play basketball.
Yeah, run and
But
shoot.
they changed it, right? And I saw something beautiful one day. It was during the NBA lockout, right?
Okay.
I went there with a friend, or it was my cousin or something, right? And I saw Kevin Durant and LeBron James working out. It was during the lockout, so there was no NBA season.
Wow.
Right? And I asked her, I think I was there like 10 o'clock. I'm like,
LeBron was there?
LeBron and KD working out together.
Wow.
And I asked somebody, I was like, how long they been here? They was like, man, they've been here since 4 o'clock. I said, damn, there's no season going on, and they put in work. So it's like, you know, just knowing that, like, damn, man, everybody who's done something has really put in work. There's no luck. There's no luck out here from guys, you know?
Nah, and a lot of those guys that you see, man, they're putting in work behind closed doors, you know. Your character is built when nobody's looking. You know, what are you doing? What are you doing in your free time when nobody's looking? That's what kind of, you know, what kind of molds you, what kind of sculpts you to who you are, what you're doing behind the scenes when there's nobody to praise you or give you that congrats that you're looking for, that gratification.
That's 100. Goku, what's the chat looking like? What they talking about? They talking about over there?
Yeah.
What they talking about live, Mr. Pump?
Let me check, man.
You feel me?
Yeah, man. All I see is sweat check,
Sweat
man.
for the check, man.
Check your sweat. You know what I'm saying? It's all about checks and sweat, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my merch.
Somebody did ask, man. You know, they said, how come you got a shirt on?
Oh, cause I'm not as buff as right now. You know, I'm working on that. You know, I'm not as saying yet. You know, I'm saying and training.
Yeah.
Everything
Let's
is a
go.
progression, man. Don't even worry about it.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Soon enough, it'll be shirt off season.
So somebody said they had a bad back. How can they lift weights?
Why you laughing at me?
Literally, he literally said, I have a bad back. How can I lift weights?
You got a bad back. How can you lift weights? So I wouldn't even focus on lifting weights if you got a bad back. What I would focus on is more so your mobility and lack thereof, right? So if you have a bad back, that leads me to believe that you have a lack of functionality, you know, as far as your muscles. So I would suggest you start to stretch on a regular and implement stretching, if anything, before you even worry about touching weights. Because if you go straight to touching weights with a bad back, chances are that you'll have no back by the time you're done.
That's facts. I was currently in a car accident, still recovering, right?
Sure.
Seeing a chiropractor. I was supposed to see him today actually, but I didn't make it. But that bad back, you gotta work on that back, man. You gotta work on that back.
Nah,
You gotta stretch. You gotta do a lot of stretching, heat pads. You can't really pick up the weights, homie. You know, trust me.
Yeah, the weights will come, but everything is a progression. You don't want to just jump the street lifting weights, despite what others are doing around you, despite of what you see going on. You gotta stay in your lane and work up until that point. So if you got a bad back, homie, I would suggest that you focus on stretching, focus on getting yourself more mobile, agile, and then work to progress your way on to picking up weights and then go from there.
We got another question, man.
What's the question?
Somebody asks, what and when do you eat to put muscle mass on?
What and when do you eat to put muscle mass on?
Yeah. So,
You can eat like, you know, example, like lean protein. So like your ground turkey, right? So I tend to aim for lean protein. So not only your ground turkey, but your chicken breast. But I aim for things that are like 98% fat free, 95% fat free. You want it as lean as possible. And then not only that, but like your carbs, you know, your good carbs, like your sweet potatoes, things of that nature. But it's all subjective. It all varies from person to person. So it's more so kind of trial and error, you know, because what works for me may not work for you. So you gotta be the master of your own body. See what you can implement. Trial and error. You live and you learn. You know, implement certain things. If they work, You know, keep it. If it doesn't, replace it, and you know, just kind of do a self experiment just to see what works best for you.
Well, what do you have to say to that
Shout out to
question?
my guy Michael who just donated $5.
Oh, good shit,
Thank you,
man.
thank you for the
Shout out to
support.
Michael, man.
Thank you for the support. We definitely appreciate
You
that.
just dropped a badge. That's
You feel me?
live.
We definitely appreciate the support, man.
Shout out
I didn't
to
hear
Michael.
what the question was.
What and when do you eat to put on muscle mass?
You eat whenever you're hungry.
Let's go, man.
Simple as that.
That was
Whenever you feel hungry, that's the best time for you to eat because your body's letting you know that you need to refuel, you know? And if you want to build muscle, then you have to have a higher protein intake than what you normally intake if you don't see results from what you're already eating.
Yeah.
So figure out what your protein, how much you weigh, and then at least 1 pound per 1 pound per kilogram
Yeah, I think it's
of your
something
weight.
like that. Yeah.
You'll be able to maintain. For example, like I'm 200 pounds. So to maintain my muscle mass, I need about 100 grams of protein.
Yo, so it's 0.5
Yes.
basically
Okay.
of protein.
Okay.
According
I
to your
forgot the
weight.
math, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you just
sounds
said
close.
it. Yeah,
That definitely sounds
Yeah.
like it's definitely close.
that's dope, man.
What about you, bro?
I'm not gonna front, man. I don't get technical like these guys, man. But shouts to Broly Games because he does look bigger than last time I saw him. But for me, I eat when I'm hungry.
Eat when you're hungry, man.
And I drink when I'm
When you're
thirsty. And I listen to my body.
Listen to your
You
body.
know what I mean? That's how I get muscle mass. You know, I train hard too. You know what I mean? And that's it. I don't eat pizza. I don't fucking drink soda. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I don't want to say it's not that hard, but it's really not that hard. Like if you eat your fucking chicken, you eat your fucking fish, you eat your rice and potatoes sometimes to get your carbs, and if you train properly, you should gain some muscle mass.
You start to see the results, right?
Yeah, but you gotta train properly. That's the problem. A lot of you ain't training properly, you know, and that's the problem right there, man. I feel like it's the training ain't proper, man.
So, so I got a general question for you guys.
Yeah.
Where do you guys feel as if why are folks not receiving the results that they desire? And it doesn't even have to be in the gym. You don't have to go to a gym to get results as far as your body. Like, why do you guys feel as if though guys are not seeing the results that they truly want through exercise? What are they doing wrong, or what are they not doing, or what can they do better to get the results that they want?
I mean, I would have to let Broly answer this. Broly always gets upset when he's in the gym. Like, Broly's always quiet in the gym, and then when he looks at me, and then he looks at somebody else, and then he starts, like, yo, that's the only time he'll talk. Like, yo, bro, what the fuck is this guy doing, bro? And then he'll give me a look, like, I would never do no shit like that. And it's like, you know, and we've seen it a lot of times. People who keep doing the same shit and they look the same for a long time.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But honestly, the biggest problem that I see that people have is that they don't want to work out hard enough. They want to feel comfortable in an exercise, which to me is freaking crazy. You want to lay down. While you lay down, I'm going to work my chest. While I lay down, the rest of my body is nice and comfortable. My arms are going to work out. So now I'm going to gain muscles while laying down, relaxing. I'm going to sit down and allow my arms to just move. So because my arms are moving now, I'm going to gain muscles in these arms. But wait a minute. Don't you want muscles in your chest? Don't you want muscles in your shoulders? Don't you want abs or muscles in your other muscular places that could be, you know what I mean, filled up with nice, round, beautiful muscles that could use the muscle growth? Wouldn't you want that?
Yeah.
It seems like it if you're in the gym, if you pay for these facilities to go to these places to do these cockamamie exercises that I see these people do, and call themselves working out or whatever they may call it. For me, I like full body exercises because I know that if I'm doing one exercise, at least 3 to 4 different muscular groups are affected, activated, and I will have results that day. I don't need to have results in the next 3-4 months, 3-4 weeks. I don't, you know what I mean? I want it right now.
You want the results right away.
You know, because then my dopamine is immediately a release. It's like, you know, it's an all natural drug right there. Boom.
Facts.
I feel accomplished. So this is why I feel as if people don't really get the results they want because they want to lay down, do an exercise, sit down, do an exercise. They want to be comfortable. There is no comfortability when you're uncomfortable. And when you're exercising, that's why you build muscle, because you're stressing the muscular groups that you're working.
So Brody, let's talk about that a little bit, right?
Nice.
In America, right, Mondays are chest days, right? And it's the day where most people want to get on that bench press, right? And it's kind of been ingrained with us. If you put in chest exercises, you're gonna see 1,000 results for get a bigger chest, do bench presses, right? So there's somebody watching this right now who's like, dang, Brody telling me not to lay on that bench and get comfortable. What would you tell them to do?
You don't ever need a bench press. Ever.
Talk to him.
Ever.
Talk to him.
A lot of people start bench pressing, and then eventually they begin ego lifting because it's not even a goal to reach anymore. It's just about who can lift the most weight when your chest don't even look as good as mine.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? In a lot of cases when those people will come together. But all you need to do is some push-ups. You don't need that, all these weights in this machine now. You don't have no excuses. Or you on vacation, my chest ain't right. What you mean? There's a ground everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, there's a ground. Even in the air, when you go on the plane, there's a ground. You can get some push-up in the air.
Facts.
You feel me? To get that chest right. So if you really want it, if you really want $1 million, if you really want some box, if you really want whatever you want in life that you may want, you gotta go get it. So ain't no excuse, oh man, yo, I'm broke, so I couldn't get some chest. If you broke, if you don't have it, that should give you the inspiration to go get it even more. Because you as low as possible. You feel me? So now you just want to get up, get the chest up, get the money up, get the box up, get whatever you want up.
I want to piggyback on that because a lot of times when you see in the gym too, guys that typically don't know what they're doing as far as exercise or what to do in the gym, they'll sit on the bench press and just look aimless for hours. Like it just, they don't know what they're doing. They think the bench press is the go-to to get the ultimate
That's
gain.
what they've been sold though. You know, the magazines, the market, everybody.
I think people don't understand too, like, there's a difference between like actual powerlifting for weightlifting for power lifting, and like actually training for hypertrophy. You know, so if somebody was using the bench press, like me, I'm not gonna say I don't bench press, but when I do bench press, I'm supersetting it with push-ups.
Fact.
You know what I mean? To add more burn to the push-ups.
Always want to maximize the whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Push-ups is the best superset.
And we know there's a lot of power lifters, man, that don't look shredded at all. They don't have, like, I wouldn't want the body of a power lifter. You know, their strength is amazing though, you know, but the body, that's not what I want. And we can all agree they don't train for the look.
They don't train for the look.
Exactly.
They train for the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when people are freaking doing what powerlifters do and think they're gonna have a body like this, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Kind of counterproductive, right?
Yeah, like
facts.
Like,
you feel me? You can't be squatting 500 pounds and think you're gonna look like, you know.
I actually don't think you need to squat heavy at all to build legs.
At all.
What would you suggest as an alternative?
Alternative to building legs without heavy weights.
Without squatting heavy weights.
No, I never said without squatting.
Squatting
heavy
weights.
weights.
Yeah.
So you will have to do squats, of course.
Okay.
But remember when you do legs every single day, no matter what, you have to walk. Every single day, you have to walk. Every day. So technically, what is the definition of calisthenics? Using your body weight to be able to gain more muscle. So the more you walk, you can actually create more muscular fibers, especially the longer, the faster, and the more you practice walking. So this is an exercise. Walking is an exercise. I don't know if you guys knew that. So every day you do this. And on top of that, each leg that you walk on is a singular moment for that leg to flex its muscular activation of fibers and muscles that I have for you to be able to walk. So you need to train each leg at a time.
So isolate the legs.
Isolate the legs. Pistol squats. A lot of people don't squat 400, 500 pounds, but can't do a pistol squat.
Well, pistol squat is kind of like advanced level technique.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
A human being can do it, right?
Fact.
I'm human, you're human.
Fact.
What's the problem right there?
So what are the
What's the problem right there?
And yeah, and it's crazy too. If you could squat like that much weight and then feel like a pistol squat is advanced.
Yeah.
I think it's harder to actually squat that much weight.
Guess what? Anyone could gain mad weight and then squat almost as much as their weight. Right?
Fact.
That's mathematically
It's math.
freaking obtainable. But the heavier you get, will your ligaments help you if you do a pistol squat? Will you really have that strength throughout your body to move your body to its most vulnerable state and be able to get out of that at any point in time? Because life could just happen. You could just have to pistol squat. You feel me? To go do something. Pick up your groceries or something. The other leg is getting fucked. You don't know. Guess what? It's over now.
I like that point.
It's over now.
That's why I never believed in using like belts. Cause I'm like, yo, if I have to pick up a fucking car or something, if I just have to pick up something heavy, I gotta put a belt on. I gotta be like, hold on, let me go get my belt at home and come back and pick this thing up. You know, it's like, yeah, man, give me a second. I gotta get my belt. Yeah, I gotta get my belt. So I think that's the problem. No one is training for an actual functional life purpose.
You got a great point though. You know, when I used to lift a lot, I noticed that it doesn't help your fight or flight response, right? So that means like most of these bodybuilders, you can smack them and run and they couldn't chase you because that fight or flight is not activated because it's not a real functional movement to get up and do something to somebody. You'll be surprised. These bodybuilders, you get in a fight with them.
Like just a fucking pull up, bro. Not to talk about a muscle up, a fucking pull up. A muscle up is so important too, because
Muscle
it's
up
like,
is easy compared to a pull-up.
yeah. But I'm just saying, if you're about to fall off a fucking building, bro,
You gotta muscle up though.
yeah, you gotta muscle up. That's what I'm saying. Muscle up is still fucking important.
You getting away from the police or something?
Yeah.
The dog is chasing you?
Oh, that's
You gotta muscle up, boy.
Yeah.
Muscle up over a car, over a building, over a gate.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, man.
Somebody asked, man, any workouts or any advice to help people with tennis elbow? My guy Goku Pump was just recently dealing with this.
Oh shit, yo, and shout out to my brother James. But yeah, man, he had me doing eccentrics the other day, man. I was doing everything. I promise you. I was using the tennis, the ball. What else was I doing? Yeah, I was massaging it. I was freaking doing like the little shorties on the little one-arm shorties on the pull-up bar to kind of get rid of it. But the eccentrics, man, he had me doing pull-downs. I call them eccentrics. He says not. It's just
Pull. It says not eccentrics, but it is pull down.
yeah, pull downs, eccentrics. So just coming down on the pull up bar, and I promise you, it's been going. I haven't felt them shits.
Believe it or not, different variations, because he kept on going back and doing the same exercise. That's not going to help you. When I say the same exercise, I mean the same variation. So this is where you have tennis elbow and this is where you feel the triggering the most, then you want to change the variation of that pull-up. You do it like this, you do it like this, you do it many different variations of pulls, Australian inverted row pulls, many other different pull-ups, and this will help you to be able to get rid of tennis elbow.
I'm not gonna lie too, man. That's why it's kind of good to do hybrid too. Like actually add weights to your calisthenics. It'll help too with that, sure.
Any thoughts to you, bro?
Tennis. That's what it's called. Tennis
Yeah,
elbow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what is that? What is that?
I
What
mean,
does that look like?
I think
Tendonitis.
I think the people that get that a lot are like calisthenics, like
Yeah,
fucking
after a while when you do 1,000 pull-ups
Yeah.
a whole while, it starts
Yeah.
to affect that joint right by the elbow. So truth be told, just letting it rest. If you get that, let it rest. Don't.
Nah, I disagree, bro.
You disagree?
I definitely disagree. Letting it rest is actually helping it to activate it more because
Interesting.
the older you get,
Sure.
your bones or your ligaments actually deteriorate.
Action.
Exactly. You're going to deal with atrophy no matter what. So if you let it rest, then you're gonna deal with it even more.
Faster.
Quicker, right?
Yes. Faster, quicker, and you're always gonna have that pain. That pain is gonna stay there longer now. What you need to do is work around the muscle. Working around the muscle, allowing the other muscular groups around that muscle to activate, warms up that area, and then helps the blood flow so that more blood is actually able to go in that area, helping that area to heal itself now.
Gotcha.
Faster.
So one other thing, now that you mentioned that, I appreciate that.
Yes.
But now that you mentioned that, one other thing that you can do is you can get like a massage gun. You know what I'm saying? Like use the massage gun to kind of iron out the kinks and the knots, or just to release some of that tension, that lactic buildup in that area. That way you can get back to your regular workouts. But we all deal with it. It happens after a while. But there's different remedies that you can incorporate to expedite the healing process.
Anytime you're injured, the best way to help heal your injury is to work out.
yeah. Whether it's you could go very light, like as far as like
Your body weight.
yeah, your body weight. Make it simple. Like if you were doing a lot of pull-ups, maybe you should start doing inverted rows, Russian pull-ups, the Russian pull-ups. I mean Australian pull-ups, And that's another thing too. I feel like a lot of us in the calisthenics community, we skip certain exercises, man. Like Australian pull-ups. A lot of people skip the freaking.
Walk us through Australian pull-up. What is that?
So you just go under a pull-up or a dip bar, and you do it's like if you can't even do a pull-up yet, you're supposed to do that.
You lay down
You
under
lay-
the bar,
Yeah.
straight bar, and you pull up.
Yeah.
Your body is if you were laying down.
So like an inverted row,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
These are perfect to be able to help you build up your pulling muscles so that you're able to do a pull-up off the ground.
Understand.
And fucking hamstrings too, man. I feel like a lot of people in the calisthenics community, they don't do hamstrings.
Because they don't know how.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't know how. That's all.
How can you do it, man? Give them advice.
Nordic curl. One of the best exercises for the hamstrings. Using your full body to build that hamstring up
Let's go, man.
fully.
What would you guys suggest for someone wanting to get into calisthenics or wanting to start their calisthenics journey? Complete beginner, have no idea what to do, where to go. Where should a beginner off the street who wants to begin calisthenics, where should they start? What should they do? And what things would you recommend that they incorporate?
Okay, so if you wanted to start your calisthenics journey, first thing I'll say is to know your body.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Especially what exactly is your goal? What is your body type? And then boom, this is the exact type of training you will be needing to do to achieve that goal. So normally if you're a total beginner, you have to start off with endurance. You know what I mean? You have to get that motor skill. basically. Like you want to be doing 15 reps, whatever it is. Whether it's a push up on the wall, maybe push ups are too hard for you.
Sure.
Maybe your body is only able to do like freaking 3 push ups.
Sure.
Yeah, you should be doing push ups. You should be doing freaking push-ups on the wall or like elevated push-ups, incline push-ups, not decline. You know what I mean? Easier, whereas in you're doing 15 reps.
Okay.
So you work on that, and then you could still do the regular push-ups. You could start off with the regular push-ups, you know, like maybe your first 2 sets, and then the 3 sets or 4, the rest of the remaining 3 sets or 4 sets.
Gotcha.
You're doing 15 on the wall. You know.
So everything is a progression, is pretty much.
Yeah, you start off with endurance.
Start small.
Yeah, you start off with endurance, and then you work on building
Strength.
Not even strength, the actual muscle now.
Mm.
And then after that, you focus on strength.
Gotcha.
You know? So like that's when I'm talking about strength, that's when it's like you're doing handstand push-ups, you're doing muscle ups, freaking planche push-ups and whatnot.
And dips and
yeah,
the whole nine, right?
Yeah, like with calisthenics, you can't skip those parts. Like you can't be doing a muscle up. And there's people that are doing it, but that's why they don't have. They wonder why they don't have that body, or it's weird when you're doing it. Like when you're doing a muscle up, but you can't do 15 pull-ups.
So pretty much they haven't developed the proper mechanics to do what they're doing in essence. So when they do other things, you can see where they may have skipped a step.
Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah, especially when you're just always doing the muscle up. Like I don't want to mention names, but we do have a friend that is always doing muscle ups.
Yeah.
And he's always chicken winging the muscle ups. And you know why he's always chicken winging? Because I bet you he can't do 15 pull-ups straight right now.
Wow.
So essentially, he has the technique for muscle ups, but not the endurance of actually doing push-ups.
Oh, pull-ups.
He doesn't have endurance, bro.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can't skip those parts. And some people too, they would build the endurance and they would lose it. If you stop working out, right? Let's say you was doing calisthenics, you got a nice endurance now, and then you stop. You gotta go back to the endurance.
You gotta start from
You
square one.
gotta start from square one. You can't just like jump into like handstand push-ups and muscle ups. Nah,
So
it doesn't work like
so
that.
essentially, in essence, what you're trying to say is, you gotta build and develop the muscle memory and certain body mechanics to be able to do, or progress to certain levels within calisthenics. Because even within the calisthenics style of exercising, there's a novice, an intermediate, and advanced, and you have to start from somewhere, and then obviously work your way up as you go.
Yeah, because eventually you're gonna injure yourself, and you're not gonna have that body either.
Mm.
If you want you can't skip the steps, man.
Can't skip the process, man. You gotta
the
embrace
steps.
the process.
The endurance, the body, and then the skills. All you have to say, bro.
Well, technically, no one is a beginner in calisthenics.
Okay.
Especially if you have a full body and able body and can walk around and do everything. You've been doing calisthenics since you was a baby.
Your whole life.
You feel me? Your whole life. So now let's take it to a more technical aspect of it to apply in our now regular lifestyle so that we can build muscle. Feel me? That's all. So what we're gonna do is the basics. Pull up, push up, dips and squats. And as my brother said, yes, you do have progressive levels where you need to bang through them so you can get to your highest form, so you can be Super Saiyan level 5, for who you are, or 6 or whatever. You go up, But the pull-up, push-up, dips, and squats, you do all of that at least 10,000 reps. Listen.
Crazy.
Listen. That right there, not only will you get the endurance, not only will you get your endurance, but you'll get your strength, you'll be able to get your power, you'll get your muscle memory, you'll get everything that you need. just from the basics. Then now all of a sudden you do a muscle up. Oh my gosh, now all of a sudden you can do a handstand. Oh wow, handstand push-ups isn't hard because you've been doing so much push-ups that your muscular pushing groups are even more familiar with this weird style of you being upside down. Oh, he still does this now. Boom, you're doing handstand push-ups. All these other moves will be simple for you. You'll just fall into it as if you were doing it the whole time. Just because you did pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and squats, and you did each of these movements 10,000 times. Because to master a movement, you have to do it 10,000 times.
It's like putting in 10,000 hours, right?
Yes.
But I mean, it sounds crazy, honestly. But
how many push-ups have you put in your motherfucker?
We've done it. And I'm not even trying to cap. We did the Super Chain Challenge, which is literally called 9,000 reps every day. Not 9,000, actually, I'm bugging. We did 3,000 reps every day for 30 days, which equals to 90,000 reps.
Word. And then guess what? Remember, he was sick.
Oh yeah.
At that time, he was sick, come out the hospital. Doctor said to him, yo, you can't work out.
Yeah.
No working out. You lay down.
Yeah.
He come to me. Yeah, bro. Doctor said lay down, no workout. I said, what?
We working out.
You crazy? You want to get sick? You gotta work out, boy. You can't just lay down and shit like that. Nah. You lay down when you go to sleep and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And he worked out every single day.
Yeah.
And got stronger than he ever had. He was stronger than he was before.
I definitely did, man.
By the second week, he was doing what he was doing before.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That was a strong moment for me.
Yes. So, no. You gotta work out. You got to.
Yeah. The doctors are gonna tell you some shit, but the doctors themselves, man, they gotta look like this. This how, to me, when I go to the hospital, they gotta look like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't look like this, what the fuck is all y'all doing?
Right. You gotta understand why the doctors aren't gonna tell people the secret sauce, though, the secret keys.
You gotta sell the pills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make less money if everybody who leaves the hospital is always 100%, always feeling good. It's over for their companies and stuff like that, bro. So they gotta leave you with a little bit of sickness, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
That shit gets me. It fucking gets me upset though, you know, because I was in that like fucking sick situation. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's not like I was in it. So I'm like, damn, this is just fucked up. So like, it's literally fucked up. Like you're not trying to help.
Nah, man. Why would they help you, man? You know, they can't prescribe you nothing. They don't get a portion of, you know, that profit once they put you on that drug, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like. I hate hospitals. I hate, you know, dealing with doctors. You know, because people allow the doctors to diagnose them with things that aren't true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And you have people that would even tell you, man, oh, this shit just happened to me, so I can't work out right now. To me, I'm sorry, man. Anyone can do something.
Yo, most likely that person's standing up when he says something like that. So technically, you working out, boy. You're already working out, and you're not even acknowledging it. You're not taking accountability for you already putting it in pain.
Yeah.
Because if you do it too long, you're gonna be like, yo, I'm tired of work. I'm tired of walking. I'm gonna sit down now.
Because I literally was like that. You know, the doctor literally said, I asked the doctor, and this is why, like, bro, he had to, like, fucking, because I asked the doctor, I'm like, all right, can I do push-ups? He's like, nah, you can't.
Can't do push-ups.
He's like, I was like, you know?
What?
I was telling, I even showed them my videos. I'm like, I train extreme.
Yeah.
Can I do a modified exercise? You know, whereas he said, nah. He said not to do anything for 8 weeks straight.
Damn, 8 weeks?
Lay down.
Imagine laying
8
down
weeks.
for 8 weeks.
Lay down, bro.
You're coming
Yeah.
out looking
Like,
skinny and sick, even more sicker than what you came in. You know.
Yeah.
I was like, boy, Trey, bro, you keep sitting there talking like this, boy. I'm gonna come out looking like a god. You gonna be like, oh my gosh, nigga, damn, I should have did something. Come on, let's go. Don't let me leave you, bro. Come through. Let's do this shit together.
He wasn't having it, man.
Word, get up. Every night, 11 p.m., we start working out for like 4 or 5 hours, bro.
And I promise you, man, I'm not even like trying to like count right now. Within 2 weeks, bro. Within 2 weeks, I got like better. Like I'm like functional,
stronger
than I was. Within 2 weeks, the doctor told me it's gonna take me 8 fucking weeks and not to train for 8 fucking weeks.
It's
2 weeks, bro.
The doctors will have you believe in things that
all he had was the ground. That's all we had no pull-up ball.
Yeah.
We had none of that shit.
He did all that shit in his freaking in his room. Like he had a spot upstairs. Bro.
All we had was the ground.
All we had was the ground.
I'm like, nigga, that's all you need.
We didn't even do no pull-ups. We barely did any pull-ups, bro.
I'm like, what you mean? You sick? You don't need to do no pull-up then, nigga. You gotta do something on the ground, boy. You gotta, it's progression.
Yeah.
You don't need none of that, man. You just need your body.
You gotta get yourself off the ground.
Absolutely.
And we gonna show you how.
And that's the sad part, man. I'm actually doing 1,000 fucking reps, bro. 1,000 reps of push-ups, 1,000 reps of squats. After somebody said I can't work out for fucking 8 weeks, man. You know, so just be careful with these doctors and guys. Movement is fucking medicine, man. That's just real shit.
That's
I like that.
Movement is medicine, not the fucking pills that they're giving you and whatever. The movement is the fucking medicine. Man.
That's how you heal yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta work out, especially if you work out and hum.
Yeah.
If you hum too, some people may not like it around you, but you're actually hitting a vibration that's equal to healing.
What do you mean by hum, bro?
Like hum. You know they do it in meditation in a lot of in the Indian cultures, Buddhist culture, they hum. In a way, they do this to heal their bodies. So when you do that humming sound, especially when you're working out, you're already in a meditative state. You are actually you're very powerful at that time. So humming at that time, especially in that meditative state, you can heal your body. Whatever you, especially if you focus on an injury that you have, you think about the injury, how great it's feeling because you're working out, and you hum. Keep yourself in that high, super high, beautiful frequency. That it's gone, bro. That muscular problem that you have, your ligaments or some dumb shit like that. It's just new muscle.
It just hit me, man. Because the other day you were talking to Ty about music. Yeah, like what do you feel the importance of music in working out?
Well, sound is a word. Sound. These are magical spells. You know what I mean? So if you keep yourself listening to music that is low vibrational,
it's energy in music.
Yes, that energy will resound in you as well. You'll share that energy, and it could be something as simple as you driving a car. You listen to that music, it gives you a negative sense of memory about something that's gangster. Oh, you got killed in Brooklyn. Boom. You're driving a little faster now. Nobody's around you. Now you're gonna drive a little faster, be a little bit more risky with your life just because of this music. You know what I mean? Whereas if you was listening to something a little bit more positive, you'll probably be taking your time, just singing in that beautiful state of mind and contemplating and manifesting the things that you want, because that's when you're super powerful. You feel me?
It's interesting he says that though, because you know the slaves were actually getting worked out by humming spiritual things. Like they're doing work they don't even want to do, but they stay positive and humming and singing spiritual songs just to be productive, you know.
That's interesting.
And then eventually the military took that and started using that in their program where they have people marching and they took that from slaves, you know, because they realized they could get more done by, you know, being more productive.
Interesting. Yeah. And imagine trying to be positive as a slave.
Facts.
As negative as that situation is, to try to find some type of light or,
But I ain't gonna front though, bro. You guys remember that first 6ix9ine song?
Which one?
And it was like, dun, 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 dun.
I need some lyrics.
I know, right? It's like,
No,
it definitely wasn't positive.
he's
though.
from Brooklyn, so
Yeah.
he probably know it.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't positive.
The thing
But it's like it still was like something I was using to work out, and it's kind of like the beat. What do you think about songs like that? You know, like negative songs, but it still has that kind of beat where it's like you know, you push yourself through the fucking workout type shit, bro.
It's just gonna bring up a negative memory in your brain. That's why you can push through the workout. Now, the difference in that situation is after you leave that workout, are you able to detach from that thought, that memory that you were just clinging on to just to be able to finish getting through a workout? So theoretically, you're putting yourself through a trauma consistently without going through that situation because you're trying to remind yourself of that trauma to get yourself into a better situation, you know, get through the workout. So how long are you gonna do that until you actually get over that situation? How long will that thing be there? Because everything is temporary, so eventually that situation is gonna be overlooked, you're gonna get over it. So when you go back to that song to try to come back with that memory to help yourself get to another workout, it's not gonna work anymore. Eventually.
You know, I've seen that in the boxing gym, right? Guys work out to aggressive music, right? And it does help them get more rounds in on the bags. But where it hurts them is now in the fight, where there's no music, right? It's the opposite. I'm like, damn, why you always look good in the gym? Why you always look good in the gym? Because he's going to that hardcore music. Now, if you can't play that music in your head while you got an opponent in front of you, you're in trouble. You are in trouble.
It's interesting though. I've been listening to like love songs during the workout.
That's because you're in love. Can you tell us you're in love?
Nah, it's not even that I'm in love. It's just like
It's soothing.
It's just It's just like
It gives you a different type of energy.
yeah.
And you're accustomed to
Yeah.
you're accustomed to how it sounds and how it makes you feel, and it gives you that calm, relaxing.
Yeah.
It puts your mind in that calm, relaxing state where it's just like, all right, cool, like, you know, everything is mellow,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
positive, and it's feel good energy, feel good.
Yeah.
It really goes back to what he was talking about. It's the frequency. It's changed. The instruments change. The frequency changes. The tempo changes. So it goes back to what he's talking about. I think.
Absolutely.
Because before I would listen to like 50 Cent, what,
Aggressive, right?
But it's like I can't even relate to that shit. I can't relate to all the the gang and the guns and shit. So I'm like, the love I could relate to a little bit, So
Smash that like button.
yeah, don't smash my girl.
Smash that heart button. That's a love button right there.
Smash that button.
Yeah, smash that love button, man. Facts. Smash all the hearts. All the hearts, man.
What would you guys say fitness has done for your confidence as a man, and how you feel about yourself, and how others gravitate towards you, or how others perceive you, based on your physique that you've achieved through exercise and daily fitness? What would you say it's done for your confidence as far as being a man, and how you feel about yourself on the inside?
I'm not even going front, man.
Has it been super beneficial?
I spoke about this story I think yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Sure.
I always had a nice body when I was working at Urban Outfitters, but I still didn't have any confidence. But I used to stand by the door, and chicks would just give me the number. Like I didn't have enough confidence to approach chicks. Like if I liked the chick, I didn't have enough confidence to approach her and talk to her. But chicks would just be like, yo, they'll just be like, hi, and they'll just put the fucking number on my hand.
Or you mean like a pen and
Yeah, pen and ring on my hand.
Okay.
I never actually.
I wish I had that sweet.
Yeah, I never actually walked up to a girl and was like, yo, with the line or whatever. Like I never.
So you
did
never
anything.
really Now I would imagine that's changed since then.
Oh yeah. So it made me realize that fitness isn't just the only thing that's gonna get you that confidence. It's deeper than that. You gotta really just find you to be you, and then you feel find you to be you, so you can be comfortable being you, and then you got once you're comfortable with being you, you can have confidence to say whatever. You know, like even like when people are calling me a simp for like complimenting girls, that's another thing that I was all even when I had the body, I was kind of shy about it. Like if I saw a girl that looked good, or I wouldn't even compliment her because I'm shy.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough confidence to compliment her.
Wow.
So now it's just like I'm so much comfortable with being me. If I think you look good, I'm comfortable enough to say that shit. I don't give a fuck like how she feels or how anyone feels about her. Yeah, you know what I mean?
So maybe those
I'll be
guys.
forever simping. You heard? Call me Go Simp.
This guy, wow.
Simp, man.
So maybe those guys aren't confident when they diss you because maybe
Oh,
they're that version of you
Yeah.
that couldn't go up to a girl and say you look good.
Yeah.
You know, so they just stay out.
Yeah, and it's still an ego thing with confidence because it's like, yo, I don't want to tell her she look good because she ain't telling me I look good, and it's like, alright, you just gonna be, you know,
But you know what those
egos.
guys do? They usually tell them girls they look good when they already left. Like the girl, she's down the street about to leave. Hey, come back, you look good.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that
Or they'll
confidence
text
is-
her,
Yeah.
or then when they get the number or someone, they'll just text her, yo, you look good, so.
Or they go to her DMs after they seen her in person.
That's the worst. You never want.
I saw you, you look good.
And
That shows a lack of
And
confidence.
the worst thing about that situation that I was in, I was getting girls that I didn't really want. Those girls that were giving me their number, it wasn't the girls that like it wasn't the ones I was attracted to or that I really want. The ones that I really want, I had to like
Work for it.
not work. Yeah, I don't consider it work. Like I don't consider doing a pull up work. It's like I have to do this shit.
Yeah.
Is what I want. If you want something, fuck a red pill guy, fuck an alpha guy. If I want a woman, I'm gonna walk up to you like, what's up? I'm gonna do something about it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be there and wait for you to come talk to me because I feel like I'm deprived of some shit. Like,
But keep in mind though, 9.5 times out of 10 women won't approach you at all for whatever reason. You know, they're genetically not structured to.
yeah. But they were approaching me though, but these weren't the ones that
that you were going for.
yeah, I don't think a lot of guys that look like us would go for it.
I know, but you know, they do give choosing signals though. They give choosing signals. If you're that guy who should get choosing signals, they give you enough.
Yeah, they'll give you a number of indicators that they want you to approach or they want you to make the move. You know, we've all been there, guys. It's happened 1,000 times over. We'll just give an example. So you're in the gym, right? You're not paying nobody no attention. You're in the zone. You're vibing. You're getting your workout on. And a girl who, let's keep it real, she thinks you're attractive and she wants to interact with you. Obviously, she's not gonna open her mouth and say, hey dude, what's up, what's your name? Like, I'm such and such. They're not gonna do that. But what they'll do is they'll put, because you guys have to think, women are hyper aware of their surroundings at all times. Don't ever think that females don't understand what's going on. They're always aware to their surroundings. So if they see what they're like, you know, rather than opening their mouth and addressing that fact, they will put themselves in, you know, your area. They'll put themselves in position for you to make a move, and it's up to you to make the move. Or when it's even up for you, it's even up for the man to be aware that that's what she's doing for you to even make the move. So you have to have enough game to understand what's going on in the situation in order to be able to make that move.
This is good stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to have enough game, enough confidence, and enough, you know, awareness to be able to capitalize on a situation. So back to what I was saying, right? You're in the zone. For me, example, like when I'm in the gym, I treat it as a business, right? I'm not there to impress nobody. I'm not there to show off. I'm not there for
You don't even talk to
to
me.
shake hands and kiss babies. I'm not doing that. I'm in there to better myself. I'm there to improve, and I'm there to get my workout in. But obviously there's going to be women around, and like I said, women are hyper aware of their surroundings. So I'll be in the cut somewhere, and then the women, they'll come around, they'll put themselves in your area, they'll do certain things. Like, this happens all the time. Like, I won't be touching any weights or whatever. They'll casually be like a 10-pound plate or a 25-pound plate near me or something like that. They'll walk up and be like, "Hey, like, are you using this?" So I'm like, bro, showing you've been watching me for the last 20 minutes or so. I haven't touched that not once. That, and that's their way of indirectly, trying to spark a conversation.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
Nah,
but
go ahead.
That one right there I think is it.
It's hilarious, bro.
Almost every gym day that I go to, when I ask the women that question, when the gym day series, they tell me that. They just like, yo, they just ask the guy, like, yo, are you using that weight? How many sets do you have left? I'm like, what? You expect me to think that you want me from that? But it's interesting.
But like, you gotta have game. You have to be aware of your surroundings to even understand that that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to engage you in a conversation. They're trying to get your attention, but they do it in such a way which is so indirect that if you're game goofy, or you don't know what's going on, that you'll completely miss it, because Shorty know that you're not using that. She's been watching you, she's been peeping you. She can see if you've used that, or if you've picked it up, or if you're utilizing that during your exercise to eat, and that's why it's so funny. But like I said, you have to be fully aware, and you just have to have a certain level of understanding to realize, like, this is their way of trying to get your attention. This is their way of showing you that they're interested without physically saying, "Hey, man, I think you're attractive," or "Hey, like,
I'd rather that.
who are you?" Or like,
They don't like rejection, so they can't do
I'd
that.
I'm women hate rejection. They don't
like me, just come on to me.
Man, like rejection.
I heard. Don't ask me about the weights. I wouldn't think I'm too dumb for that. Goku dumb.
Goku dumb, Goku sick.
But overall fitness can do a lot for a man, like, as far as self-confidence, self-worth, and helping you build yourself up as a man. Fitness can do a lot for you. You can change your physique, clothes fit better, and believe it or not, people treat you better when you look a certain way. I can't name how many times I've gone places or been somewhere where people, they just respect you more if you look like you take care of themselves. And it goes the same for, like, if you don't look like you take care of yourself, people will disrespect you in a way. They'll talk bad about you subconsciously. They'll think negative thoughts about you. So say, for example, right, you're walking on a sidewalk and there's two people. One is obviously obese, and the other one looks like they take great care of themselves. When you see the obese person, subconsciously, even though you may be a good person in your mind, you'd be like, damn, this girl or guy, they look like shit. Like, damn, man, this person needs, like, to work out, or like, man, they look sloppy, or
Let me add to that, man, because you're on point.
absolutely, we all do it, and you don't. I'm pretty sure nobody here is judgmental, because nobody has the right to judge. We're all equal, but at the same time, like, when you work out and you know what it takes, and how hard it is to get up and exercise and put your body through a certain level of strain each and every day, when you see somebody that doesn't look like they take care of themselves worth a damn, it's hard subconsciously for your mind not to judge that person and be like, damn, well.
So, the data actually suggests that, right? It suggests that we contribute laziness with big people, right? Like when you do job interviews, and fitness with more productive people, right? So it's like, it's harder for a guy who's heavy set to get a job than it is a guy who's in great shape. And the idea also, I could see it, is like, hey, if this guy can get himself in that physical shape, and he's that disciplined, then maybe he'll be disciplined at this particular job. whether it's true or not, they suggest that that's how society hires people. You know, quick story though, right?
Sure.
I remember one time I was trying to get the security job at Silver, right? And they had us all lined up in the lobby, and this fine joint came in, right? They told me, I always asked them, how many positions I looking for? This time they said, only one. So one girl came in, she was fine, small waist. You could tell she was in that gym. Everybody sat, as soon as she sat down, I got up. I said, they're not giving me this job. I said, check me. They're not giving me this job. Everything was just, it looked right. Of course, I found out later on who got the job. She did. I didn't care to get rid of you. I just like, hey, I got things to do. Let me find a new job. We already lined up here, and I know the science. The science says there's a white male in there. He's a man. He doesn't want to see my ugly ass for 8 hours. There's this beautiful woman. She's in great shape. She looks the part.
Looks the part.
Okay, she could do it. She go look at the paperwork like this. Like, you hired everybody else go home. So yeah, I went home before that. You know, but I found out later on she got the job. I was like, yep. I was gonna waste 4 hours. So yeah, you're right, man. It's just what it is, man.
I think everyone working out and looking good will help the eyes diet. The eyes diet. I feel like everyone's eyes is on a diet. You know, the thing is, when we work out and we look good, right? Like he said it the other day, we barely get to look at ourselves. Like, I don't know how many, I know I've seen you more than you have seen yourself.
True.
Because, you know, I can't look at myself right now.
Fact.
You can look at me right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I'm helping your eyes diet to see beautiful things, you know what I mean? It's like, why do I have to wake up and see ugly things, man? Like, out of shape, all this shit.
He gonna get the live cancel.
Come on, man. I'm sorry, no disrespect, you know? No disrespect.
All this took a live is gonna shut off.
I'm just saying, I want to see, you know, see beautiful things, because I'm helping, you know, I'm trying to help everyone else see beautiful things, man. You know what I mean? No disrespect, you know. Let's just all help each other with the eyes diet.
Absolutely.
You know, the eyes diet, man. It's not fair that you get to see me, and I see you, and I'm like, you know, let's all like see each other.
Hey, shout out to all the women out there that's putting in that work too. Yeah. If you're in the fitness environment, fitness arena, fitness space, and you go on IG, you go on that explore page, man, all you see is beautiful women just exercising, looking the part, you know. But more importantly, fellas, you guys got to get on your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? These women out here is out working y'all, and you feel me? Like, you got to step it up. There's no excuse for you to, you know, be sitting on the couch and just sloppy, lazy, out of shape, because today, like, you know, these women don't want no sloppy looking dude, man.
You know, the problem too is the men look at rich men and say, well, he don't got to work out. You're not Jeff Bezos, homie. There's a lot of regular men looking at rich men who can break the rules, right? Rich men can break the rules.
Facts.
The truth is, man, the average household income right now is like 40-something thousand.
Which isn't much.
Which is not you at home, so you can't really break the rules, man.
So you gotta have something that separates you from the rich man, you know. It's funny that you even mentioned that, right? So last year I went to Vegas for the first time. Shout out to Las Vegas on Memorial Day weekend. Crazy, right? And my boy who I went with, you know, shout out to him. You know, we went to Miami together for the first time back in 2018. 2019, right before COVID hit. But nevertheless, though, not to get too sidetracked, he kind of gave me an idea of what Vegas was like, right? He was like, there's going to be a lot of people playing, you know, got money. You know, you're going to see the bust downs, you're going to see the jewelry, you're going to see what money looks like firsthand, right? And so I, you know, have an idea of what Vegas is. I kind of already expected that, right? So, you know, we did the Dre's, the beach club, the day club, right? And the only thing that separated me from, because I didn't come in there with any fancy jewelry, right? I didn't come in there with the Balenciagas down, the Cartier down, you feel me, the Rollies. I didn't come in there with any of that, right? The only thing that separated me from the folks who use all that as like
Leverage.
Less leverage, it was the body. And sure enough, I stood out like a sore thumb. I had to be the fittest person. Nah, no bull, no funny shit. Not to hype myself, but I had to be the fittest person in that entire space, like damn near the whole weekend. And it's just like the amount of attention I got, you would have thought I was in the league or NFL, because like you can clearly see the women gravitated towards me. And I got on wrist, I was rocking wristbands. I had like 3-4 wristbands on, and I had like a gold chain that wasn't worth shit, but you know, physically, yeah, you can have the designer down, right? You can have Balenciaga head to toe, Amiri head to toe, Cartier head to toe, right? Yeah, we see that you got the designer, we see that you're fresh. But subconsciously, what people see first is they see your physical appearance first, then they see what you got on, right? So I can wear a $20 Target fit.
It's gonna look like $200.
It's gonna look like $200, you know, and the body's gonna be majority of my fit. My physique is gonna be my fit. But you know, you could have a 2000 Gucci fit on, but we all know that you're using it to mask your physical, you know, your physical appearance. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I said this a while back too. I was like, yo, man, if I was to wear all this like Gucci and Louis shit, and you know I'm like in public space or like cars are driving and shit, nobody would really stop. You know? But if I was like fully naked, like just fully fucking naked,
they're gonna stop for sure.
Man, they're gonna be like, yo, this nigga infit is fucking, cause fuck the outfit. The infit is like, it's crazy, man. They're gonna be like, yeah, man. And nobody, I don't think, not a lot of people in this world can do that. Like, and that's why I also feel like, I was talking to this girl like about a week ago. She's a modest person. Like she likes to wear, like she's very fit too, but she believes in wearing clothes.
Okay.
She don't believe in not like the whole like shirts off. She don't believe in that. And I was like, I told her, I feel like the reason a lot of people are out of shape is because we could wear clothes. Yeah. For real. That's the, like, if let's say like we couldn't wear clothes like animals, like we just couldn't wear clothes.
Like you were bare ass, but
yeah.
Yeah.
The bragging rights would be how fit you are. You see how you're showing off your fucking Gucci? You're showing off your fucking Louis Vuitton? Nah, it would be, yo, I'm showing off my fucking body. Because that's all I could wear.
That's all you got.
Yeah, that's all you could fucking wear. So, yeah, that's the problem.
That's fair.
I like that.
Eliminate the fucking clothes. No clothes game, man.
I agree with you.
Fuck.
You know what? I'm gonna support that.
You put to shame, man.
I'm gonna support that.
Let's see how fly you are now. Take them clothes off.
I'm gonna support that because it does show that with cities that are hotter, right?
Yeah.
Like LA and Miami, people have to be more in shape to win compared to cities that are colder. You know, so you're correct.
Yeah,
correct.
and we're talking about even countries that are hot too. You go to Nigeria,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can barely find somebody that's out of shape.
And you walk everywhere though. In Nigeria, you walk a lot.
Yeah, you walk. Yeah,
Get
that's
up,
true.
you get up and go do something.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do something, but
Yeah. Yeah, clothes would definitely add to the health of people. Like,
100%,
yeah,
man. Put that.
because people could be like, yeah, I don't gotta work out. It's the people that even, especially like, there's a time like where it's like those people that are actually rocking those things are kind of fat, and it was kind of cool for them to be fat. And wear those things. It's kind of like, oh, it looks like you're rich when you're like fat and you wear those things.
You know, they were rocking like fake. They were rocking fake stuff for a long time because those designers weren't actually making. They don't make XL sizes of luxury products. So what these guys would do was they'll just buy the fabric and have like someone sew it. So that's why it looked weird. It wasn't. You know.
It wasn't straight from the designer.
It wasn't from the designer. It was cut funny.
It's homemade.
Yeah, so it was a weird time. It was a weird time. You know, you're right. That was goofy. Yeah, but that was their strategy to win though. They're like, hey, I'm not gonna do no push-ups, so let me get this design and change it in.
And you know, women, I guess women like that too. And nowadays it's all fucked up because now the women will just have a fake body, and the guy will wear all these things, and his body ain't right, and that's just how it is now.
So what would you say? What would you say to a girl who says you just body shamed her by saying she has a fake body?
And what is it's not body shaming, it's
Keep
real,
it
bro.
at 100.
It's fake. It's not like
She was involved with that.
the first thing I see when a chick got and let's kind of get to the nitty gritty, right? Because I understand with the boobs and the titties, like there's not too many things a girl can do about that. You know, some are blessed with decent sized breasts, some just have the itty bitty bee stings, whereas those just like that it is what it's gonna be.
But I ain't gonna front though. That's what fucked it up. So, me, I don't even be liking like girls that have the extra breasts. Like I'm attracted to. We need to be more attracted to natural fucking bodies.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
She don't need to have a
If
yeah.
the world were actually free, if we all were free and able to wear clothes,
Yeah.
then we would have had a lot more natural bodies because men would show appreciation to the women a little more because they could see their bodies and they would feel shame because they couldn't be as prideful anymore because they also could be seen as well. So it will eliminate a lot of ego, a lot of pride, and it will allow a little bit more room for, some love.
Yeah, because the Spanx and all of that stuff. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
It's sad because these women are doing it for the attention because that's what they feel like guys like, and unfortunately,
Guys do like that.
no. Some guys, I don't. Truth be told,
A lot of guys.
a lot of guys
Like
do,
what exactly? What are we talking about?
But
Fake
a
bodies,
lot of this perpetuated through the music that we listen to. You know, a lot of these rappers and what they see on
That's not true.
these music
You can't
videos.
blame it on the rappers.
I can't blame it on the rappers, but I can contribute a lot.
You do contribute when you're on Instagram, on social media, liking women who have fake bodies.
I partially agree with everybody, but there's a little room for error there because even the social media bodies aren't. Even those bodies aren't real bodies because they're also enhanced with Photoshop. So it's like it gets weird. It gets real tricky
It's tricky and sticky.
because here's the thing, right? The fake butts look good when they put Spanx on it, right? But it doesn't actually look good when it's naked. You know what I mean? So it's like then they get the touch up, meaning they send their pictures to someone who then sends it back to them touched up. So like we're just looking at avatars and say, oh, this looks good. So it's like we're all messed up. We don't know. Nobody knows what's going on.
It's all
Like
cap.
it's all cap.
I promise you, man. I didn't see a lot of women that don't look like how they look on Instagram.
That's the fact.
Get me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
I remember a person yesterday, 2 days ago? I was like,
Oh, word.
yeah, she looked totally different on social media.
To add to that, though, right? The Lizzo fascination is it's media driven, right? And this is not a shot on Lizzo, right? But first thing, she hires a lot. Her PR team hires a lot of bots, right? And those bots go on her Instagram and put smiling face emojis and heart emojis to sell the idea of loving it, right? Second, she doesn't really appreciate her body because if she did, she wouldn't Photoshop it. So what they've done, if they're smoothing out the little kinks and BBWs, right? You know, like if you see a real BBW, there's kind of like it's more dense and it's not as smooth as it looks. So what they do is they send up pictures out and they bring it back to her and they're smoothing out the crinkles so it looks like
The kinks.
there's a BBW whose just body is just smooth like butter.
Butter, right?
When the truth is, we know if you're BBW, you got dents and little, it doesn't look like that. So, so we got a lot of false imagery, man. It's a lot of false imagery.
They have to do that to sell it, though.
I know.
You have to
But
do that to sell it.
if we get any deeper, you gotta understand that diabetes, boy, that insulin, boy, that's better. The margins on insulin is better than heroin, right? So like, imagine the African American community, right? Which number one death in African community is not gun violence, it's diabetes.
Wow.
Second is cardiovascular disease, right?
I can believe that.
Imagine if we all got in shape. Man, insulin, you know what they selling that for? And they couldn't sell that no more? If you're ever on insulin, ask a doctor, oh man, I want to get off. They're like, no, get off, you need it. You need it for the rest of your life. You know, like, they gotta sell you that crack, man. So it's like, it's all about money. It's big pharma, pharmaceutical companies, they want this money, man. So it's deeper than people realize. So like, when they have this empowerment thing, that empowerment, like, the new thing is a lot of groups want to lose the word obesity, right? Because they're saying that it's a negative word, right?
Offensive.
And it's offensive, right? And the truth is, right? All those ladies think they're being helped by someone, but it's big pharma saying we need people big because big people need insulin to live, and we need to sell them this drug. Diabetes is a billion-dollar industry, multi-billion-dollar industry,
Wow.
and if everybody got in shape, they would lose money.
They would lose money, right?
So it's like, hey, let's just promote this fat thing, and let's keep going. And that's why if we say it too much, it'll shut us down. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, man, you're right, but I don't even want to say too much, but it's like,
Yeah, boy, you're not gonna
It
mess
is
up
what
that
it
money,
is.
boy. It's
You know
like
what I'm
talking to
saying?
Nino Brown.
it's like, if you are what you are, you are what you are, and that's how we're gonna get better by actually being able to like recognize, like, yo, it's like me having like $2 in my account, and I'm like, yo, don't say I'm broke, man, because it's a fucked up thing to say to me.
But even people that said that,
Like,
when it comes to gun violence, our community be like, put down the guns, put down this, you're killing the community, right? But number one is diabetes. It's not even gun violence. So we're not saying put down the donuts, but we're saying put down the guns. When the truth is,
You put down,
diabetes kills more people in our community than gun violence.
which is crazy. I
But
didn't know
we'll
that.
march for gun violence. Ain't nobody about to march for no diabetes.
And the sad thing is that the fast food industry and the medical industry, they're all in cahoots.
Cahoots, boy.
It's like a revolving door, you know. McDonald's, they want you to eat more. They want you to get the 2-for-1s. You know, they're gonna sell you 20 chicken nuggets for 50 cents.
Download the app.
You feel me? And then they want you to, and then you go to the doctors because you have a health problems. Then the doctor tries to get you on pills to prescribe you because they
More
get a
money.
cut. You
Yeah.
know, and they tell you that this is what you need. You need to be taking several different medications, and then now your body becomes dependent on these medications, and now mentally you're too feeble-minded or you're too uneducated to realize that the medicines, they're not healing you, they're actually killing you quicker. Now you're mentally, you become more dependent on these medications. Now it's just like you feel like you need to take them because they trick you into believing
Why
like
would
this.
Why would I heal my customer? I need you to come back.
I need you to come back so I can get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I can get paid, we can get paid, and it's sad.
Go to your weed man and tell him you quit smoking. He's disappointed. Damn it. He's like, what? So you telling me you don't want to hate? Oh man, that's pretty much what you telling him. You know, you're like,
so, talking about McDonald's, man. Do you guys ever go to McDonald's? Do you go to McDonald's?
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what
I'm gonna
saying?
tell you the honest truth. Like, I go to McDonald's and it's horrible, right? But I'm gonna add.
Garbage food.
I'm gonna tell you why Tunji goes to.
Wait. Let's talk about you first.
No. But I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Here's the game. The problem with McDonald's, and they figured it out, is they're a real estate company, right? They have the best real estate in the country, not in the world, actually, right? They position themselves on each corner. So lazy people who don't cook, I'm gonna put myself in that, and people who are impressionable, right? They catch you. So you went to McDonald's. I know why you went to McDonald's. Because you got 5 minutes and you got to go to this one place, and you look to the left, you look to the right, and there's nothing there but a McDonald's. They have placed themselves in every intersection that makes sense. They are the king of visibility. And if you're lazy, you didn't do you didn't pack your lunch, or you're weak-minded, you end up at McDonald's. It's not an accident. It's business and it's great marketing.
Strategic, right?
And when you about to get it, you look around, you like, man, I got 10 minutes. You like, damn, McDonald's, right?
Like, fine, I got to settle.
Yeah. So
Horrible guys.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Put the whore. Put the whore. In
Hey,
whore.
their real estate is so good. Their real estate is so good that we're parked at McDonald's right now. Me and Toya are parked at McDonald's. That's how great their real estate is.
Facts.
Listen, honestly, we have to take accountability.
100%.
And
100%.
100%. Let's
100%.
go, bro.
You should be parked at McDonald's first.
parking at McDonald's, not parking at McDonald's, that's irrelevant to your belly. Let me give you an example of something real quick. Say we were more primal with our living style. We're not as modern as we are now. We're more into the age that we began learning and moving and eating and breathing and being human, right?
Yeah.
You now know choice. You now understand choice. You have food to eat.
Yeah.
This food is poison,
100%.
and this food right here is good. More than likely, 99.9%, that new human would choose to eat the regular food over the poison.
True.
Yet every single day, because of real estate.
Why is that?
Because of real estate.
Advertising.
Because of advertisement. Because of whatever might have it be. We all go choose to eat this poison.
You're right.
Every
You're right.
single day.
And I don't like Goku laughing because he be eating them oatmeal cream pies at the gym sometimes. I don't like that.
That's still better than McDonald's.
No, it's McDonald's.
It's made. It's literally made by somebody.
It even says it's plant-based.
Yeah.
I know the lady who brings it.
Okay, you know the lady that brings
She's
it.
a hustler.
You know her though.
My drug dealer told me
You don't know who are doing
That's
yeah.
process.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And we don't know that icing is processed.
Bro, you still know the person, bro. And think about this.
And I'm telling you, that person is a hustler.
Okay, bro. That's fine, but like
They ain't hustling like McDonald's.
Can we admit that we're both wrong?
They
No,
not.
bro.
I can't. I think that there's no comparison.
Yeah,
Bro.
exactly.
No,
There's no
but we're both
comparison.
wrong.
You can't. There's no
No,
comparison
no.
because.
And they don't even have the best real estate.
Bro, I can never walk in McDonald's, bro.
But you walk to the counter and say oatmeal cream pies, please.
Yes.
And,
Bro,
and there's
this
protein
is how I
bars.
think about
There's
food, bro.
protein
This is
bars.
how I think about food, bro.
Go ahead.
When you put a mousetrap, right, and you put you put cheese in it. Nowadays, bro, these mouse they don't even walk into that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's not cheap.
How the fuck are we still dumb enough to walk in McDonald's, bro? Especially how much death has McDonald's cost, bro? Bro, I get upset, bro. I get upset when people bring their kids to McDonald's, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Talking about, it's okay just to have it sometimes.
I love you.
Yeah. when people are like, it's okay to cheat sometimes. I'm like, yeah.
Say McDonald's,
Say that to your lady, man. Say that to your man. It's okay
Especially
to
if
cheat
you
sometimes.
are religious.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
You should be praying and asking God for forgiveness every time you have a bite.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro? I would rather buy those vegan cookies.
They're not vegan cookies. Stop it.
Okay, that's what it says on it.
McDonald's says.
If I ask the lady, that's what she's gonna tell me, right? It's vegan cookies.
But it's like
and guess what? She made those fucking cookies.
McDonald's has an Impossible Burger.
Yeah, that's vegan burger.
Bro,
so I'm gonna say it. All I'm saying is.
Did you see the documentary on McDonald's?
Did you see the documentary on sugar? You literally eat icing on oatmeal.
I always take the icing off.
Oh, now he's a good guy.
Yeah, I can't even
He just
eat
started
it.
eating.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. When we train our body to eat healthy, bro, it becomes a problem,
You're
bro.
right.
Bro, I can't even eat Oreos right now.
Oreos
I
are so
can't,
bad for you.
bro. I can't even eat it. When I taste it, I'm like, bro. We have to train our body, bro. It's like
You're right.
our body adjusts to these things, bro. This is why there's a guy that hit me up and that he wanted me to train, bro, and he can't stop eating pizza, bro. He can't stop. He is adapted to that shit.
What type
so
of
he,
pizza?
I love pizza. That's my favorite food.
Bro. Yeah, bro. But I'm saying, like, when you're abusing yourself now with these things, it's because of.
Does he get a vice? Does he get one vice? Like, let's say his vice is just pizza. Does he get a vice?
No, you can't. No
That's okay for him, but I mean, he got.
No, I'm just saying, just a vice. One vice.
Because he looks the way he looks and whatnot. But still, for me, my thing is like I said. When people be like, "Yo, I have cheat days," I'm like, "Yeah, tell that to your wife, brother. Tell that to your wife that you have cheat days."
Imagine you have a son. Imagine you have a son, right?
Uh-huh.
And you want your son is the ideal son that you want him to be.
Uh-huh.
But he's like, "Yo, Dad, only on Saturdays I'm gonna be gay."
Oh, this will shut this whole live stream down.
No.
Chill out.
It's
chill
okay.
Out.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that on live. Patreon.
I didn't have advice, Pop.
Yeah.
I didn't have advice.
Patreon.
Yo.
Hey, you know what I tell him? You know what I tell him? You know what I tell him?
Saturdays.
Can I tell him? You know what I tell him? Hey, you know what I tell him though?
What?
As long as you take the icing off, you can have it.
Oh man.
Take the icing. Take the icing. Don't lick the icing.
Listen. That's what I'm saying. When you make a decision in life, you gotta stick with it.
You're facts. That's
You know what I
facts.
mean? Especially if you want results. So
That's facts.
if you want a body that looks looking good and all that stuff, because I don't work out to look good.
Thank you, bro.
I just realized how I look because of how hard I worked after a while.
Yeah.
I see all the sweat on the floor. I'm like, damn.
Sweat chip.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. I feel so incredible. I look in the mirror. I'm like, wow. This is the results of what happened. I'm gonna keep on doing that. I'm gonna just keep on. I'm gonna do that even more in a different way to see how it affect the rest of my body. Oh wow, look what happened to my legs. Oh wow, look at this part, that part, this part, that part. I'm gonna keep doing this stuff, and then just live in that world, bro. Straight positivity, and then
And we gotta be honest here, man.
Right.
The people that do it for the looks, bro. Like literally, their goal is like, I just want to look like this, bro. It's always the majority of the people. They always go back to being out of shape after the vacation or after whatever
because of the vice.
Yeah, because of that
There
vice,
is no
bro.
vice.
There is no vice. It's like
You know, when it comes to life,
Yeah.
you can't just be like, yo, life is mad hard right now.
Yeah.
Vice button. Yes.
I said one vice.
Yes, just one vice.
Oh.
Vice button real quick. Let me just get one vice, put my leg up real quick to have a little easy time in life real quick. You don't have that. That's not doable unless you're a millionaire.
Fair
That
enough.
means you work so much, you work so hard to gain time.
Fair
But
enough.
even those guys, man, the business doesn't go on vice. Like whatever business, the business they have. Like if you have $1 million business, bro, does the business just stop? Like, hey, let's stop.
That's not a vice though. You're slicing it now.
No, it's a vice though, bro.
A vice will be a vice is something. Now I can't even get the definition of.
Like advice is something that can help you temporarily get out of the situation.
Yeah. So advice would be more so like if you're gonna do a business thing, would be like taking a vacation. That would be advice.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm talking about the business itself, not you. Because when you take a vacation, like
no, I'm saying you're the business owner.
Yes.
And advice would be, hey, I like strippers in Monaco, and every quarter, every 3 months, I go to Monaco. That would be advice for a business owner, because a business is an entity, not a person. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But
Yeah, if you're fat and you're supposed to be on a diet, once a month you have that red velvet cake.
Yeah, that's advice.
and that's yeah.
You don't need no vice. You don't
Or,
need no
or if you no nut November or whatever, not that. Or if you practice in semen retention, you say, you know what, every quarter, every 6 months I might get off one. That's advice.
Yeah. And I think like the vice, if that's what it's called, the vice should be for you to keep going though. It should help you. Like, okay, you're a fat motherfucker, and you need to eat that red. You need to eat that red velvet cake once a month so you can keep fucking working out.
So you work out mad crazy.
For your mental, it's like, okay, cool, you know yourself, so yeah, you do it once a month or twice a month, whatever.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah,
That's all
to
I
keep
was
going.
No, you don't need no vice. No vice. None at all. You gotta work for that red velvet cake. You don't deserve that red velvet cake.
Bro.
Your body has stored up enough red velvet cake that you ain't eating red velvet cake, but your body's still going through the process a system of still going through that last red velvet cake.
But-
So forget about the red velvet cake.
but-
Forget about all these vices. Just go through the pain so that you could show yourself that growth. Because you don't realize it, but stress builds. People think stress kills because we want to feel uncomfortable. No, we want to feel comfortability. But when you put stress on the muscles, then look at the results.
And I think about it like this too, like, how the fuck do I train so hard, right? I work out, do all this shit, and reward myself with a fucking red velvet cake? What? How does that make any fucking sense? I should reward myself with some fucking good food, some salmon, some fucking salad. You know, yeah.
But let's
Like, come on, what the fuck?
let's
How
switch
the
it.
fuck-
Let's
how is
switch
that
it.
a reward?
Let's switch
How
it.
the fuck is that a reward?
But listen though, we're all human, right? And
I'm
the same. But keep
Super Saiyan.
in mind though, like we do work out hard enough to the point where we can reward ourselves with that cheat meal every blue moon. You know, I'm not saying have a red
But
velvet
is
cake.
the cheat meal a reward?
It's
That's not a reward.
It's not a reward. I wouldn't use the term reward, but it's just like something.
Just because it's there doesn't mean I want it. I've been so disciplined on not eating cake for so long in my life.
Nah, I can't even eat
Now
cake.
that
Hold on.
motherfucker is here,
You know the problem?
So you guys
cake,
don't eat no bad food.
No, they're using
Like,
the
I'm gonna go.
I don't care about the cake.
Bro,
365.
Yes, bro.
I'm not gonna have a burger.
Bro.
I'm not gonna have wings. No
Bro,
fries.
I promise you, bro. The
He had
only
wings
time,
yesterday.
the only time I would eat
Ever.
that is like
Ever.
I'm super hungry and there's no other option, bro. It's like 11 o'clock at nighttime.
He keep thinking about the cake.
No,
We're not talking about
no,
the cake.
No, I'm talking about a healthy food, a pizza. Yes, bro.
And Goku.
I don't pick a day
Hey,
out the
Goku.
week to like, hey man, it's cheat day or it's a weekend, so I get to eat. No, it's literally like, yo, it's fucking 12 a.m. I didn't eat since fucking 1 p.m. And I'm like, shit, the only thing that's open is the fucking pizza store. If I don't eat this shit, I might fucking die. Cause I'm so fucking hungry, yeah. That's
You didn't see that? You didn't see how you just hypocrite? You didn't see that?
and I probably still won't eat the pizza. bro.
No, it's too late.
But
You can't do
I'm
that.
not talking about, this is probably what happened the last time I ate pizza, bro.
Man, I was.
So it's a last resort type of deal for you.
Yeah, bro, because to me, I don't even want to eat pizza. Those food are not made for me to eat them shits, bro.
Good.
They're not made for me to eat it, bro. They're made.
in Thailand. I'm not eating no pizza.
I'm human, man. I love pizza. That's my favorite food, and believe it or not. But I understand I can't eat a pizza every day or every other couple days or like, you know. But I train hard enough where, you know, like if I have a pizza, it's not gonna kill me because my body, I've developed a body. I've developed a physique so good that like my body's just gonna snap back after the pizza. It's not gonna kill me. You know, but at the same time, like I'm human. I'm not gonna eat that because whatever reason I'm trying to fabricate in my mind. Like it's food. You feel me? You just.
Can I ask you a question? After you eat that pizza,
Yeah.
How long after are you hungry again?
Shit. After I eat the whole, like if I eat a whole like large pizza.
Oh, you eat the whole large.
Eat the whole large
You
pizza.
You done created a whole new
in
family.
one
The
sit.
whole pie.
In one sitting. It probably won't even take me 15 minutes to eat the whole pizza. Literally.
How does your body feel after you eat the pizza?
I feel-
Compared to when you eat a healthy food.
I feel full, you feel me? I mean, when I eat something healthy, obviously, like, it feels cleaner, obviously, but
Does your performance level change?
not necessarily. Because it's not something I'm overindulging in, you know?
So you're talking about like quarterly or something?
Yeah, like
So you can
every
eat a large slice of pizza and then go work out?
absolutely.
And work out with me. Look at this guy.
Crazy.
And we gonna keep up. Cause then we can turn this into a video.
I'll watch it.
Man, we had a guy come and eat McDonald's and train with us right after. And I
He
told
threw up.
you, it was two guys actually. Two. two guys.
That's a good series.
They threw up. They threw, yeah.
But we're talking about me and two
Immediately.
random
That's
Joes that
right.
probably
Immediately,
train as
bro.
hard as us, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I think that even if I ate pizza before working out, I'll vomit it.
Even if I
Yeah.
ate pizza before working out, I can't do my regular workout, bro.
Yeah.
A large? Nah.
Bro, wait,
Not the whole lot.
that's what I'm trying to say.
You gonna do a couple of slices?
Nah. Just the whole large and be like, man, if we about to work out, I'm about to just get my mind like, yeah, we about to get it in. Fuck.
Oh, we gotta do the video.
But I'm
We gotta
telling
do
you,
that. We gotta do the video.
the performance. Can we agree that the performance will be different from when you
performance
actually
changes.
ate something healthy?
Especially with
I
all
can
that
do
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
performance gonna be definitely
Yeah.
gonna.
So to me, why is that? Like, why would somebody ever eat something that would not make them feel and even perform better too?
Because that's the vice. You do it for the
There's-
luxury of feeling good. It's bad. We're not saying it's good.
Feelings.
That's the problem right there.
Who says it bad though? You know,
That's
there's
the
different
problem
types
right
of
there.
pizza.
Oh, you know what?
Sour
You know
pizza.
what? You should speak on that. Speak on that. What
It's
kind
different.
Of pizza?
I
Speak
mean-
on what kind of pizza. That makes sense.
But me, I'm gonna get a pizza. You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna get the Domino's, the Papa John's pizza. It's shit tastes good, and I work out. Enough. The level of intensity in my training is hard enough where it go like I'm gonna burn that shit off quicker than I ate the pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't stick on me as it would like a regular person who doesn't exercise and they just eating for the sake of eating. So it don't really bother me much. I can eat a whole pie and just be like, all right, cool, like, and then
So
And then work out.
He's saying it's quarter.
let me ask you this, right? 'Cause I'm pretty sure, man, you kind of get a lot of women, or
okay, yeah.
so would you one day just sleep with like a girl that's like no butt at all, no tits, big stomach, and you'd be like, no, it's okay. Like, no, I'm just asking you though, bro.
Not at all, because I like a certain type of woman. She has to have a certain type of appeal, a certain type of appearance.
And that's healthy for you, for your eyes. Remember we talked about the eyes diet.
The eyes
Yeah,
diet,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes why not? It's gonna feel good too. Feelings. If you was in a girl that had no tits, no ass, big stomach, and was ugly in the face,
Yeah.
she's still gonna feel good too. If you're in there.
He went too extreme.
This is the same exact thing though. Why did you choose not to do that? So you choose not to do that though.
What? Choose not to do anything with the girl?
Yeah.
Because I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way she looks. The big belly is a turn off. There's nothing about it that says, hey, like, I want this or I'm attracted to this.
Yeah. And you know what?
Food is not pleasure. Okay? Food is not meant for pleasure sake. Women are made for pleasure.
That's
For you
fair.
to- for you to
Well,
feel.
we can't.
And
Okay.
and other
That's subjective.
That's
and
subjective.
other- and other life
Okay,
experience.
I'm gonna go to that.
And other life experience.
Food is definitely pleasurable.
But so the first thing that a man would think when it comes to pleasure would be a woman. It wouldn't be food. That's gonna be his first
You
response.
can't say that for the big guys at home that can't even get women and all they
They
do is
still
eat
would say
food.
women, bro. The first response for those guys still would be a woman.
It'd probably be food.
Because those are the guys that they're not paying to watch food being made. Yeah, you guys ain't saying
Hold on,
that.
they're not paying to have
Food being made, but they'll pay to watch a girl get smashed, a girl take her clothes off, a girl take a shower, a girl talk, a girl do anything. They will pay for it. But they're not gonna pay for watching food. They're not gonna pay for that shit.
A 300-pound guy is overweight.
Yeah, he's not gonna pay. He's not gonna pay to watch food being made, bro.
Okay, you're right about that.
Oh, I know I'm right. That's why they got that's OnlyFans. They got so many different
only
platforms.
snacks.
You know what I mean? Because
But
when men think about pleasure, it comes to women.
But like
Food
but
is
like
not
I
a
said,
pleasurable thing.
that's like I'm saying.
You
That's-
releasing dopamine in your brain.
That's subjective though, because the overweight guy on the couch, his pleasure might be that Five Guys burger,
And that's why he's overweight.
Facts, you know.
That's why he's overweight.
We can't say that food isn't pleasurable.
That's the problem.
Yeah, we know it's a problem. It's a
Yeah,
problem.
and
But
it
it's
goes
a
back to the
problem.
women
That's
too.
why there's a confusion, because food isn't pleasurable. Food is filling. It's used for fuel.
True.
It's not used for you because you could, after you're full and you still eat, you don't get a I'm pleased sensation. You get a filling sensation. When you get some type of in a situation where you accomplish things, you bust a nut, you do certain things that help you feel like you're you, then dopamine is releasing your brain to help yourself feel like you've taken a drug. That's different. Sometimes you confuse that as well with food. And that's why people get that confusion state where they're like, you know what, food is pleasurable. But that's not the case.
That's fair.
Man.
That's
not the case.
I like that now.
That's a good argument.
A good argument.
That's a good argument.
I still think women aren't made for pleasure either.
Here we go.
They're made for kids.
And,
You know why it feels good? Because it was about to bring a light to this world, bro.
Was it pleasurable in that time?
Yeah.
Oh, it was pleasurable.
Yeah. Food's also pleasurable because it tastes good. And that time you're eating.
Imagine you was conceiving a kid, and it was the most horrendous feeling you ever had in your life.
What do you mean by conceiving?
Making the baby.
Imagine
you making the baby, and it's all thorns and shit. That's why I'm saying it's pleasurable. Because in that time, it's actually so pleasurable that you get confused as to, am I making a baby or not? I just want to be in this shit, boy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Man, but to say you guys don't like no fries, no wings.
No,
If somebody asks, if somebody asks you to be obese for one day, bro, every weekend.
That's like off the scale, like over the grid.
The analogy doesn't.
The analogy doesn't like.
What causes obesity, bro?
Horrible food.
Why are we entertaining? Why are we supporting? Why are we like any type of way, bro, doing that shit?
Because
it's not like I wouldn't say more so supporting. I'm not supporting, eating foods that are not good for you. I'm saying that like every now and then it doesn't hurt to.
And that's the problem, bro.
That's the
problem,
Let me back you up.
That's the problem.
Can I back up?
Go ahead, bro. Please.
Let's say he got he went to D1. Let's say he got a Brody that's about to graduate.
Yes.
Brody says, "Hey man, I need you to come to this bachelor." I said graduate. I apologize. About to get married. He said, "Hey man, I need you to come to this bachelor party, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in fucking March sometime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And during this bachelor party, everybody's having a good time, and he's like, I'm here to support you, but he wants a shot, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man, take this shot. He's like, nah, man, I'm just here to support you, whatever. And they got some pieces. If he takes a couple pieces and drinks whatever to support his man, it's not like he's a horrible person. It's like he's socializing. And look at this dude's face. He's about to go, I would never socialize. I would never socialize. You see how he's about, I would never socialize with Mike Brody.
Cool, bro. He socialized, ate some pizza, had a shot or two, right?
And it's in March.
It's in March.
One time.
Shit like this happen where people could just pop out with guns and shit at social events, and now you're in a situation where you gotta run and go duck and dive.
It's a private social event.
Life. It doesn't matter if it's private. These niggas pop out with guns at these places too. Shit. I heard about an event in LA where dudes popped out with guns in the mansion. It doesn't matter if private, no private. You gotta save your life. Now you slower now. It's time to save your life. You slower now.
You're
sluggish and slow now because you just had a shot and some pizza because you want to socialize. You can't save your own life now.
It's crazy.
You can't save your own life. The mic sound different, but it's alright.
Goku's face looks so mad, like he's like,
because it's like, why do we even have these things as a celebration?
We're not.
That ain't no celebration. Pizza?
Yeah.
They make pizza a party. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I forgot.
Why do they make this
pizza party?
Oh my god, bro. This is what I'm saying. It goes back to what I was saying.
Yo.
If everyone had the choice to wear clothes,
why not have a pusher party, man?
There'll be more fit people. If they didn't have these things, as a fucking celebration. If they didn't, if
I
this
agree.
thing did
I
not
agree.
exist,
I agree.
period, there'll be more fit people.
I agree.
Yeah, bro,
Come
why
on.
is it
But
there a
also,
push-up
he gets
party?
advice.
Why is there a push-up party?
Word.
They all push-up
Pizza
parties.
I never heard of a push-up
I never-
party.
Yeah,
A squat party.
You a YouTuber push-up
A
party.
squat
Yeah, you
party.
gotta YouTube it, bro. You know, every time I look on the TV, every time I get a
Jordan Jackson
commercial
party.
break, a fucking McDonald's ad always pop up.
Word.
I don't see no push-up party ad popping up, bro.
Yeah, you
Like,
never gonna see that
yeah.
shit.
I don't see an ad. I don't see an ad that just tells you real quick. You know
Do some
what?
push-ups.
I know you've been sitting down on that couch for a while. Just do some push-ups
Push-ups.
because you might
Save your
die.
life, word.
Yeah, you
Help to
might
save
die.
your life real
And make
quick.
sure you're not drinking no soda.
Word. Chips
Yeah,
and cookies.
yeah,
None of that shit,
yeah,
bro.
man.
They always trying to tell us to eat more of them shit, especially around the holidays, Christmas,
Exactly.
Thanksgiving.
That's facts. That's
Yo.
Eat more. Oh, they got Halloween. Get all the
Yeah,
candy.
all the candy.
The parents eat all the candy, boy. The
Bruh.
kids get the candy. Parents be busting it
It
down.
would have been dope if it was fruits. I said that the last Halloween.
Word.
Like, it would be dope if it was fruits I could put in that
Giving
fucking
them mad
basket.
fruits.
Man,
bro.
y'all
Yeah.
making me, man. Golly, like I ain't gonna lie. I eat clean as all outdoors, but at the same time, like I will divert and eat some bad shit.
And I promise, man,
Five
you would
Guys.
you know, as
Domino's,
great as you look,
pizza
brother,
bowls.
and as strong as you are, brother,
Yeah.
you would have been stronger and you would have looked even better when you don't make
Cook
those
food,
choices,
home
bro.
cooked foods, man.
But I know I'm gonna get back into rigorous training, so I'm just like I can do this.
And I also know that you don't eat a large pizza and then go work out.
Facts. If I'm eating a large pizza,
I
nine
think
times
there's a
out of
reason.
10, like that, my like
That's
whatever I'm
chilling
doing,
in the crib.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, there's a reason.
My night
why
is
you-
over, or I'm not doing too much after that.
You gotta test that theory out one of these days.
You gotta test it out.
Like eat a large pizza and then go do a sand workout.
We're gonna give you a workout. You do your own workout. We
Okay.
record that workout. See your time on that shit. See how you feel. You know, take your little stats, and then have you eat a large pizza another day, and then you go do the same workout, and then see how you perform.
I'm confident enough to say that I'm pretty good.
It's fucked up. The pieces get to his head.
You're saying that you're not gonna perform as good.
No,
right?
I'm pretty confident that I would perform,
80%, 90%.
just as well if I push myself hard enough. Like
What?
push
You
myself
think
through.
so?
Yeah,
Right
for
after-
sure.
right
Yeah, we gotta do the.
Yeah, we gotta do this video. Yeah, it's gonna be a good video.
Like something simple like a 5100.
Yeah, and
5100.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think about this because I know that I'm not gonna perform nearly as good, no matter how I try to push myself. And that's why I say I think about it like this, right?
Yeah.
If somebody just wanted to just fight me right now, and I just ate this fucking horrible ass pizza, be like, yo, bro,
Hold on.
hold on,
Hold
real quick, bro.
on 1 second.
Hold on, give me till tomorrow. I just ate pizza, bro. I can't perform as good as I will perform. You know, it wouldn't be fair. You might beat me, bro. So give me 1 second, bro.
Nah,
Not 1 second. Give me.
Catch me in the morning,
Yeah,
bro.
catch me
My belly
tomorrow.
empty.
In
Yeah,
that
catch me
situation,
this morning, my
in
belly
that
empty, son.
situation,
Yeah.
as hard as you train, and it's, let's say, for example,
Yeah, bro.
somebody was trying to fight you, somebody was trying to cause you harm, right? And you just ate a large pizza. In your mind, you're not gonna let that person, you're not gonna just surrender just because,
Of course.
that adrenaline's gonna kick in, and you're gonna
But that piece of might get me fucked up, especially if I'm fighting somebody that's trained and didn't eat the pizza. Now he got an upper hand on me because he didn't eat the pizza.
No
and I
cramps.
did. Word.
None of that.
He
Y'all
ate
make it
some-
seem y'all
You
make it sound
catching
like the
cramps?
pizza gonna have y'all in quicksand or something.
Bro,
Hell
catching
nah,
cramps.
bro.
You don't got no more energy,
I'm gonna find energy because I'm like, ain't no way this
It's a
guy
lot of carbs,
He's not about to beat me just because
Hey,
I
but
ate pizza.
to be fair though, right? You might eat a slice of pizza, but then you might not smoke. Some people's vice might be tobacco. Some might be weed. Some might be this. Some might be that.
Yeah.
So you have a vice that's just pizza. But it does get worse if you add additional vices. But if you just say the pizza's the vice and he's gonna take the L on you.
I don't even call
Yeah.
pizza vice, man. It's food.
That's not food.
See, now you going too hard. Now you going too hard.
It's not food, bro.
You like to see to let them get one up.
It's not food, bro.
It's not food, man.
That's good eating.
Yeah, bro. And I just think about like when I think about these things, I think about fucking like LeBron, Michael Jordan, or Mike Tyson. Before the games, do they eat these things like before the games? Like we gotta treat life like that. Like like we have like every fucking moment, bro. And that's how we're gonna be just better humans in general.
That's a fact.
That's great.
Yeah.
Guys, extremists.
Yeah.
Yeah, extreme. Oh, yeah. Your life is extreme, bro.
It
So
is, bro.
You gotta take some things in life extreme as well. You gotta relate to that type of aspect. You gotta share that same energy, so that you could be a top survivor.
So you guys don't eat bad at all. Like I'm not eating, and I wouldn't even call that eating bad, opposed to eating like McDonald's. You know what
I
I'm
will
saying?
never
Like
eat
some shit.
McDonald's.
So that's garbage.
Yeah.
That's literally
I don't-
garbage.
It depends what
I'd
pizza
rather
you get though.
I'd rather
Some
eat
pizzas
Chinese
is worse
food
than
than
McDonald's.
Yeah, I can't eat McDonald's, man. And like I said, it has to be, if I'm eating something that's
I'd rather eat
considered.
Burger King than McDonald's.
So you wouldn't eat a Five Guys burger?
That's different. That's different. than McDonald's. That's real meat.
I mean, wait, that's real meat, but like
real meat.
it's a burger.
Pause.
No. It's not the same because pause.
It's a healthier option.
You know why?
but-
You know why I'm separated though? Because McDonald's,
Process.
it's so processed. There was people who left the burger 10 years, covered it up, came back, didn't mold it, it's still there. So it's not real meat.
Oh wow.
So it's like it's not real meat.
Yeah, I don't eat McDonald's burgers. That's
But all these
What you eat from McDonald's?
He's good.
apple pie.
Bro, he's good.
I ain't gonna lie, I have an apple pie from McDonald's. Joint's banging. You
Why
feel me?
don't you learn how to make your own pie? You save so much money.
Or I can
You
go
can
buy
possibly
they, or I
make
can buy
one
they
like
joint
that?
for $1 and take this a job like
He's a child.
That's the problem, man. You know.
But as far as
Sweats for the check.
as far as the other like
You're making too much money, man. I gotta be like you.
Oh,
Sweat for
man.
the merch is going crazy.
Shout out for the sweat for the check. Shout out to Find Something Series.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
Can't spell legendary without leg day, man. These guys are extremists.
I like arguing with Goku, man.
We always talk about the check, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like arguing with Goku.
These my brothers though, man. You feel me? These guys, you know, they good dudes. They work hard. They train hard. They eat clean. Obviously, from what we saying, these guys eat clean.
I wouldn't say I eat the cleanest, bro. I
Yeah.
just think that I don't eat. I stay away from processed food.
Yeah.
Okay,
Processed food.
Facts.
I try not to.
me too.
To dibble dabble with because I know that it can be very cancerous.
Absolutely.
See, you see how reasonable he is?
That's reasonable.
Now this guy here, no reasonable.
Why do you mean no listen, this is how I think about it, bro.
No,
Yeah.
nothing. But he eats what?
Bro, this is how I think about it, man. If you're a Christian, right?
Oh, here we go.
No disrespect to religion, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Christian, can you be like, yo, I'm just gonna worship the devil once in a while?
That's 99% of Christians in America are fraudulent.
And that's what I'm
It
saying,
is what's wrong with
bro.
it. It's fraudulent.
Yeah, nobody's real. I'm not gonna support fucking McDonald's, bro.
No, we're off of
If
McDonald's. We're just
if
talking about.
I don't
health.
Yeah.
No.
I started
Yeah.
the monster, man.
Yeah.
We off of
I'm not gonna support pizza if I'm a fucking health person. If I'm preaching health, I'm like, no. If you buy that shit, you're supporting it. You fucking pay it out of your pocket. You supported the cause. Nah, fuck
Even
that
if you
shit.
bought the dough separately with the
Yes.
with the
I'm
cheese.
gonna
It's
fuck-
tomato.
You bought it for your girl. You bought it for your family.
Oh, you're not gonna buy for a girl now?
No.
You're lying now.
What?
We're gonna challenge this.
What?
So you got a baddie, you walking with her. You're walking into the car. She said, "Hey, Goku, there's this big pizza slice over here. I want one."
Bro.
You're not gonna walk with her?
As soon as she said that, it's over, bro.
Stop
I'm not
slicing
fucking
it,
with her, bro.
Goku. Stop
What?
slicing it.
I'm buying a pizza for a chick, bro.
No. I'm saying you're gonna walk her. You're gonna walk.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm buying a pizza for who? What girl did I buy a pizza for, bro?
You want to?
Get the fuck out of here.
You gonna order it for her too.
Facts.
He is not a baddie. By the time she says, let's get some pizza,
That's
she
my
is
bro,
not
man.
a
I got love for
baddie
this boy,
anymore,
man.
man.
He's slicing it.
So she-
I know.
Goku, listen to me. The legs are there. The body is there. Fitness is there.
Pizza?
Or you want a regular pizza?
So you telling me, alright, so if a girl says like, yo, can you get me something from McDonald's?
Oh, now he going back to McDonald's. Stop doing that. You know the story.
What's the difference?
Let's
between
stay on
McDonald's
topic.
and pizza, bro?
Because we're talking about pizza. We're talking about
Yeah.
Look.
McDonald's is worse.
Bro. Goku. We're on U Street, right?
Uh-huh.
We just came out the club,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you talking to this back, everything looks good. Just like you like it. You in the club, you came up with her, and she's talking that talk, you like it. You're like, damn, I like this. And she grabs your hand.
All she says is, give me some pizza and you can take me home.
And there's that, and you know on U Street, they got them pizza slice joints where you buy one slice.
I've been there
He's
multiple
supporting
times.
the pizza.
You go get the pizza, son.
I don't know, bro.
All she needs is a slice.
You gonna forget this whole conversation. You gonna grab
I don't know, man.
multiple slices. You gonna grab a slice for himself.
You gonna get a pie.
And it's not like you gotta walk a mile. They're like literally right there. It's like a pizza slice.
My
Right
house is
there.
right there. I just want to get a slice before we go upstairs. You gonna get the slice,
Go
bro.
get a box.
I know Goku Bump,
I
son.
don't know, man.
Goku was like, that's it?
No.
You don't need soda?
Cause I would still challenge her to like, yo.
At 2 o'clock
If
a.m.
if the only thing that's open is the pizza store and we're both hungry, I said that already.
But you're not hungry though.
She's hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's open. But
No, everything's
if everything else open,
Goku.
like let's say
on
Cabo
U
was
Street.
open. Let's say Cabo was open, yo.
Huh?
Let's say Cabo was open.
You're messing up the scenario.
Okay,
Because
okay.
with 2 a.m.,
Uh-huh.
we're leaving the club. We're on U Street. We're on 14th
Pizza,
Street.
man.
I'm
It's-
gonna get the
it's-
pizza.
You gonna get the pizza,
I'm
bro.
gonna get the pizza.
All right, that's all we want to hear. All right. That's all we want to hear, man.
I know you
Don't
gonna
hate on the pizza, bro. You
Goku
gonna
Bump is not an argumentative person when it comes to the ladies. So he's gonna, if that's the case, he'll get the pizza and he'll talk to her about the pizza later. And she's like, you want pizza? He's gonna be like, hell no. Ew.
And you can call out in the morning,
Blah,
but
blah,
for the
blah,
nighttime,
blah.
you gotta get the pizza.
He gonna call out that night if she say anything.
I'ma recommend the
And he's
pizza.
still gonna smash, but
I'm gonna recommend the pizza. Baby, you want some pizza? Real quick, even that's on that.
I'm gonna recommend some dude. Got enough protein and shit, got the micronutrients that you need to be able to not only build some muscle, but you know what I'm saying? You got B12 up in it, girl. It's
Got
you
B12,
get in the
vitamins
thing.
and minerals.
Yeah, fiber,
Build muscle and shred fat.
Duties! Nuts. Shit.
For at least 3 to 5 sets.
You know what I'm saying?
Good talk, bro.
Yeah,
good
good.
talk.
Hey, that's good talk though, man. The viewers, they like it, man. They like the banner. We talking crazy.
Yeah.
We holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
They in there laughing.
Listen, man, stop supporting.
I'm with you though.
fucking
I'm with you, Goku. I'm gonna stop supporting.
this
Stop
stuff
it.
that's not made for you,
All
bro.
processed foods. Stay away from all processed foods.
But they're not made for you to eat that shit. They're made for you to. They're made for something else.
It's made to create cancer.
Cancer, right?
It's not made for you to survive.
I don't think you can really survive that long with cancer.
Yeah.
Unless you think that you can. You want to beat the odds. You know, I like to see it.
That's how I just think. I just think survival. You know, if there's other healthy options, why would you choose an unhealthy option?
The unhealthiest option.
Yeah, an
Somehow
unhealthy
them apple
option.
pies like $1.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, wait, what I'm looking at right now.
Fuck how much it costs, fuck all that. It's like, yo, you have to survive.
Now the apple pie is like $1. Now them apple pies is hitting, man. I ain't gonna tell you, man. Apple pies at McDonald's going to be hitting.
Oh man.
They taste authentic. That shit might be. I'm pretty sure that shit's processed too, for sure.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Listen, if you think that tastes good, you make it at home, then you gonna be like, I don't know what I was doing going to McDonald's.
Facts.
You'd be like, damn, because you can put more apples in it if you like more apples. If you like whatever that sauce is that going in the middle that to make it the apple pie, you know the sauce. You
Facts.
put that more of that sauce to make it sweeter, whatever. You could customize it to your liking. Put more love in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes the food so extra good.
Yeah.
When you put that extra oomph of love,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
When
saying?
you make it yourself, DIY, do it yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I agree.
I mean, shit, man. I see people protest for a lot of things, man, and I'm like, shit. This shit is killing us, bro. Why do we feel like it's okay, man? This shit is killing a lot of people. So to me, it's like, nah. You should go.
These people are rich, bro.
Yeah.
They must be rich because not only they paying for this fake
That's cost a
food,
lot. And
No,
it's cheap.
not only they paying for this fake food, but that shit is also being taxed.
Yeah, that's a hundred.
And ain't nobody protesting for that. Ain't nobody complaining. They're making money. All these companies are billion-dollar companies. So
Entities, right?
what are we doing wrong? I need to create a company to just kill people. Maybe I will be a billionaire by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a sad.
That's what we're doing wrong, bro.
I'm so grateful that we know the importance of nutrition and proper nutrition and exercise, because the lack thereof is killing a lot of people, and that's why obesity is a thing.
That's that pizza, fucking what?
It's that people. It's the lack of
the apple pie.
It's the lack of understanding that, like, man, what you're eating is literally killing you. You are what you eat, right? You guys have heard that before. You eat garbage, you're gonna look like garbage, you're gonna perform like garbage, you're gonna smell like garbage, and people gonna treat you like garbage.
Yeah. You know what I be hearing, bro? I'm 32, man.
Shout out to that.
I be hearing guys, shit, to me, I barely scratched the surface. It's only 30% of my life. I got 70 more to go to hit 100%.
Good shit.
But 30% of my life, I see a lot of men complaining about testosterone and things like that, which I be like, yo,
Libido.
what's going on? These niggas is confused about their testosterone about. What's going on? Like, how do they know these things? What are they measuring their testosterone with? And then it hits me like, damn, their performance levels probably changed.
100%.
That probably is hitting them differently.
100%.
Yeah.
Why would you want your performance level to change? Why would you want to fear getting older at 30% of your life?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What's going to happen when you're at 50? 50%.
But when you're at 35,
Bro, by the time you hit 50, you ain't walking.
40.
Yeah, man.
So for me, it's like, yo, I'm working to maintain and or upgrade what my physical vessel can adapt to and do, because we are made to adapt.
Absolutely.
So I want to make sure that engine is always revving and roaring and killing and willing to kill at any point in time, any day, any second, because this is life.
And it's crazy too, man. Back in those days, like thousands of years ago, people were living till like 500, bro. 500 is the 100%.
I didn't even know
Why?
that.
Yeah. Why is it now people like now we're even thinking of 100 years to be 100%?
Actually, but statistically, I'm not sure if you know, people did not live to be as old. There was actually more sickness and more illnesses that help people to, for example, like when girls had their period back in the days, at first, like, they thought it was a sickness. You know what I mean? So they would, I forgot what they would do. They would do like, put like a thing up their vagina somewhere. They would do some weird things to the girl, thinking that it's gonna go away, and then it goes away. You know what I mean? And the other girl is okay, but she just had a menstrual cycle. So girls was dying back in the days because these doctors were prescribing the wrong type of illnesses and remedies for these girls' illnesses. So some of them would die.
I didn't know what year he was talking about. I thought he meant like ancient.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Rome or
ancient.
something.
Yeah, ancient.
Like the plague.
The guys in the Bible, they lived for 500 years. I know that. Yeah.
I don't think that ever happened.
I don't know the Bible like that. So
Like,
I can't hit y'all with religion.
The Bible might say many different things, but I don't think a person would believe properly. And if so, it's still not proven.
Because
Science or whatever.
there was a time folks were just dying off of common cold, you know? In this century, this folks dying of common cold when we didn't have vaccines for certain illnesses.
Vaccine.
Matter of fact, people would die like 30.
Yeah, people died when they was like 30 years old, 40 years old.
One infection, you out of there.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Unless you're talking ancient
That's
Egypt.
what I was talking.
Unless you're talking about ancient Egypt, that we don't really have any information. I don't have information from ancient Egypt. But as long as if you're talking about that, then maybe.
I'll never get vaccinated. Fuck that.
I sold out. I sold out for a check. I'm not gonna lie.
I will not touch on this topic.
Oh yeah, it's gonna shut this whole thing down.
It's a very touchy topic.
Matter of fact, our live stream will go down if you talk about this topic.
Facts.
I'm not touching that topic.
Vaccine, whatever.
Yeah, that
All I
joint
do
just.
know is that I'm in control of my being, so I'm gonna provide my being with the most sufficient, positive, beautiful
Love it.
energy, love it, all that beautiful energy, frequency shit, consistently. That's it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brother Gang.
Lots of naps.
Yeah.
Lots of naps.
Remember, the movement is medicine. Certain foods too.
That's fire. Movement is medicine. That's a fire
true, though.
concept. That's fire. Fire.
Foods.
You gotta put that on the shirt, Goku. Want to find something serious. Movement is.
Yeah, that's fire. And he ain't gonna give us no merch though. He gonna.
Shout out to Goku. I'm still waiting on my gold shorts.
I got you.
He already gave it to some girl or something. That's what he do. He
man.
don't get
I'm
a guy's
trying
the
to
merch.
rep the shorts to the gym. Shout out to Goku. He said, I got you, man.
He got his. He
You
got his.
got me, man. He's been getting me since 99 2000.
Super pause.
That's crazy.
How was that on your mind, bro?
It just sounded weird, man.
It sounded
sounded
weird, bro. It's on your mind, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all. Just pause in effect.
Oh, man. But yeah, man, movement is medicine. Certain foods could be medicine too. Sometimes not eating.
Poison.
Yeah, sometimes not eating is medicine too. You just got.
Stop eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was viral.
funny as shit.
Yo, that shit is very controversial. It got very controversy in the comment section.
No.
You were like, yo, you can't eat a lot and
Lose weight.
and I was like,
That's-
what?
That is, I've never heard of it.
And people were getting mad, like, yo, this is why all these fitness influencers and blah blah, like, I'm like, yo, it's crazy.
Only eat when you're hungry.
Listen to your body.
Fast. Sometimes that you don't understand, you have to fast at some point in time in the day. There's no eating every 2-3 hours. Eat when you're hungry. There's no eating for pleasure.
Sometimes I only eat once a day.
And I think when it comes to even being hungry, bro, I think some people, especially people that are like, I don't know, I can't know how it feel, but I think some people don't even know really how it feels to be hungry. Some people think they're hungry.
Dehydrated most of the time.
Yeah, some people think they're hungry and they go and eat. And it's like, yo, I'm just hungry. And I'm like, no, you like.
Yeah, that's the
And you can be
mind.
dehydrated.
That's the mind tricking
You know.
somebody to
Yeah.
believe that they're hungry. Folks
And-
have never experienced real hunger.
Yeah, and that's what these foods.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
what these
You're
foods
right.
kind of do to people
Right.
too. These fucked up foods, it makes you think certain things. It
Some
fucks
level
up
of
how-
addiction. It's
Yeah,
addiction.
the addiction makes you feel like, oh, you're hungry, and it's like,
Yeah.
You're thirsty.
yeah.
Yeah. It's addiction.
So we gotta be very careful with the foods that we eat, because when we stop eating these bad foods, let's say it's time, like let's say you're just in a situation where if somebody wants you to eat it, you don't even want to eat it. And when you fucking, bro, even nowadays, bro, like when I ain't gonna front, we was at Wawa, like the other day, and we had this sandwich from Wawa. Bro, I couldn't even eat that shit, bro, because it's just like the way it tasted and how my body was reacting to it. I just couldn't even finish that shit, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was like,
You wasn't hungry enough.
bro, I was fucking hungry.
Nah, you know what it is?
Just
You know what
at
it
the
is?
gym.
When you eat that clean and you eat extremely clean,
Exactly.
the moment you put a little bit of joint, your body like, what are we doing?
Like what we
Yeah.
what is
It's
this
like,
shit?
what are you
Yeah.
doing here? I'm not used to you doing this.
Bro, And this is a sandwich that had eggs, avocado,
Just
and
eggs.
yeah,
Fake eggs.
Fake eggs.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Fake eggs. And eggs is not even good for you.
Yo, eggs is so expensive that they're gonna have a lot of fake
Wait, you
eggs.
said
right now.
eggs is not good for you,
Eggs
bro?
are not good for you.
What makes you say that, bro?
I think the amount of cholesterol in the eggs is like twice as much as something else, but eggs are not good for you.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
How often do you eat chicken?
Pretty often.
How often do you eat eggs?
Not so often.
So, you're not sick, are you?
Nah,
How's your cholesterol level?
I have no idea.
How is it, right? And this is what people don't really test a lot. They just go by what other people say as far as what foods does certain things to them as well.
Sure.
Instead of really testing it out sometimes and really doing research. Because I find it so fascinating that people eat chicken every day.
Yeah.
But then if they eat eggs, it's a problem.
So let me write that down to you know, because I can't process eggs like I could when I was younger, right? And when I talked to the doctor, he was talking about certain digestive enzymes that you need to process eggs. You know, for some people, it's not everybody, right? But it's definitely some harm I did to myself over time where I didn't have those digestive enzymes in my gut. You know, but there are people who don't have proper digestive enzymes, so they can eat eggs. But if you go back to a well-placed diet like Broly and Mr. Pump, you can rebuild those digestive enzymes so you can eat whatever. You can eat eggs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's self-inflicted pain, so to speak.
I was about to, honestly, that's exactly what I was going to get to. Because a lot of times you develop those issues by stopping that system from eating those things at all. Like, all right, I don't like the way eggs taste. All right, cool. 10 years down the line, you eat egg. Now you get sick because you haven't eaten eggs in 10 years. So your body adapted to that. So now you can't eat eggs. And so that's why you should be eating as much as you can different types of food so that your body enzymes is able to take on different types of food and digest those things. If you try to take it out, especially if you're not allergic to these things, then you're only harming yourself because you're made to adapt. So you will adapt to that type of dietary system that you're creating for yourself. Which, if you're surrounded by food that you don't like all the damn time, and eventually you're gonna succumb to it, then you're fucked. You know what I mean? So
if you want to eat eggs and your body doesn't let you eat eggs, you can start eating avocados, and what avocados are gonna do is build a good gut bacteria, replenishing the digestive enzymes you need to eat eggs.
But like I said, bro, it don't make any sense that they'll say you die from eating eggs, but yet people are eating chicken every single day.
Every minute.
Fried chicken, baked chicken, grilled chicken, all the different types of chicken, bro. But what's going on with the eggs?
Roasted chicken.
And honestly, I would rather eat eggs than chicken because you know what's crazy about chicken? Everywhere you go, you can find chicken.
Facts.
I'm like, how is it possible? They have so much fucking chickens, bro.
They butchered the chicken.
Yo,
they butchered the shit.
it's hard to find like salmon. You know what I mean? It's hard. There's certain things that's just hard to find. But fucking, you could find chicken anywhere.
Everywhere.
Like literally.
But to be fair though, I think there's gonna be an influx of fake eggs coming.
Yeah, because there's already like an egg shortage.
Yeah, it's a shortage. The price is high. They're like, you know what? Let's just.
It's not that it's a shortage of eggs. That's not the case. It's definitely not a shortage.
Why is it so high? What's the issue?
I prefer egg whites anyway.
The electricity it takes to raise the eggs and have the eggs
and the water
and all the stuff. Yeah, the cost, all that stuff is going up. So if the electricity is going up and it costs more to have these,
they have to shoot the price up.
Yeah, to raise the chicken, they have to shoot the price up to match their bills.
So what happens is a scientist comes and says, "How do we solve this?"
Yep.
Fake eggs. Literally fake eggs on the market pretty soon.
Fake eggs.
And you're gonna have to read the fine print. Like I remember, I was telling my cousin how he brought fake cheese from the Dollar Tree, right? And he's like, "This ain't fake cheese," and I showed him. So I took the piece of it and I burnt it, and it burned, and it didn't melt, right? He said, "How'd you know?" I said, "Because it doesn't say cheese on it." it says dairy product. You know what I mean? So they found a new way to not cheat the code.
And to piggyback off that, people believe that those craft singles, that's why they're called craft singles.
Yes.
Not
It doesn't call it cheese.
It's not
Yeah.
real cheese.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
And that's a perfect
That's
example.
it.
Like,
Cheese.
processed like
Because they can't get sued because they never called it cheese. They called it singles.
right?
And you could burn it and watch it burn. Like you could literally.
What if this is the process of cheese that's being put onto the pizza?
Ooh.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good one.
Shout out
That's
to
a good
Brody
one.
Gang.
That's a good one. That's a good
For
one.
the games.
I'm
For the
still gonna eat that pizza.
The answer was you gotta go to the Italians.
They get the real
You
authentic.
just gotta go to the Italians and get the.
Out Italy and shit.
Is there such thing as healthy pizza?
Hell
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like pizza.
Shit, why don't it?
What cauliflower,
Cauliflower.
bottom, and
The crust, it tastes like
spinach.
bread.
It
It
doesn't
does.
have cheese in it, or like.
They got a lot of them with no cheese on it. They got they put,
Healthy pizzas are roti.
it's kind of like roti. Kind of like they put spinach instead of.
Okay.
I guess a roti would be a burrito.
They got it downstairs. Like you get a
It
healthy
would be a
pizza
pizza.
downstairs. Like there's one on this street right here. Where it's just gonna be like made out of, but it's not gonna taste like a pizza piece. It's gonna be it's just to satisfy you to make you feel good.
That's dope that they got healthy options. Is there like a healthy McDonald's?
Never. Never.
I hate McDonald's, man.
It can never be a healthy Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, Burger King is healthier than McDonald's.
Everything is healthy, honestly.
Burger King is healthier.
I don't think there's something that's
Burger King slap.
Oh man.
Bro, you love all the fast food.
Hey, my man was so disappointed.
Every fast food, bro.
Tired of such.
Yo, there you go. There you go, though. That goes to show that if you work out very hard,
Yes.
you can still look good, even if you eat bad, like Tuji, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That Chick-fil-A Grill Club, crush.
Tuji,
But at least
is
it's
fat boy in the low.
Word.
But I train.
Nah, but I ain't going for that Chick-fil-A.
That Chick-fil-A Grill Club.
Grill Club.
And that's how I stopped eating.
Goku get him. Goku get him.
Bro.
Goku get
I
him.
stopped eating the traditional
bro.
chicken sandwiches from like
What's in the blue, bro?
Even all that shit.
Chick-fil-A.
All that shit is processed like a mug, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna go for that Grill Club opposed to the traditional chicken sandwich because all they doing is pumping steroids and hormones into these chickens. Because I'm like, how is Chick-fil-A producing all this chicken all the time?
Yeah, that's why you should get the eggs, though, bro. Just think about it. If the chicken is getting all the steroids and all that type of shit in it,
Yeah.
then the cleanest version of the chicken is the egg. Because then if the egg hatch, unfortunately, if the egg already passed down, whatever, then it got to the guy. They got it. You feel me? They got it. But at least it won't be having some extra steroids and all that extra shit. Because, you know what I mean? It's not going through that process anymore.
And what you think about them talking about Chick-fil-A? I see the disgust in your face.
Yeah.
This gotta be having a disgust in his face.
Yeah, once in the blue, I'll have Chick-fil-A. I ain't gonna front. But it's when I'm in a situation, as Goku Punk would say, I'm at work for 12 hours, and it's 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and the only thing that's open is possibly Chick-fil-A.
1 a.m. Chick-fil-A ain't open at 1 a.m., bro. You know what I'm saying?
I would eat at that time. It would have to be something like
It's
that.
at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A closed at 10 p.m. Every one of them. Not open on
Listen,
Sunday.
that's how long I haven't had Chick-fil-A though, bro. Because the last time I had it, I was literally working a regular person's job. Like, it's been years now since I've actually stopped at a Chick-fil-A. But I used to remember being at work and looking forward to that 30-minute break time. Go run down to Chick-fil-A and get that chicken sandwich with the that sauce they have, man.
Chick-fil-A sauce, right?
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
All that shit processed.
Malaysian or some Polynesian.
Polynesian.
Yeah.
My man said Polynesian.
Polynesian. I was like,
That man had a poly and she Asian.
You know what I'm saying?
Poly and she Asian.
That's when I think about pleasure, you know.
So you talked about something about training and dieting. So what But you just talked about that with him. So no, I'm not even getting him, bro. What do you guys think about the training aspect, like and diet aspect? Can somebody train so hard that they don't even have to fucking diet and they can look the part?
If they already have a dietary problem, if they already have like coming from being obese, already have health issues, then more than likely it won't happen. If you already was a little bit athletic as a kid and you never really lost much of it, but you can see that you could possibly get to that realm where you're going to be obese if you don't check yourself, then you could possibly just do the most basic things and still be able to gain muscles while making sure that you stay consistent with it. You know what I mean? And then eat whatever you want. I see that all the time.
You can't out-train a bad diet, man. You know, as much as I indulge in some of these bad foods, for the most part, 90% of the time I'm eating clean as a whistle. You know, fruits, vegetables, salads, you name it, drinking water, avocado, blueberries, cucumbers, carrots, you name it. Like I can go down the list, but
so how often you eat bad?
Typically, like on the weekends, every other weekend, something like that. But it's like one meal. It's not like a day of just
debauchery.
Yeah, just because one bad day of poor eating can set you back weeks of progress. So I might have that one meal where it's just like, all right, cool, I had my fun. Now it's back to business. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I train hard. But
you be in them clubs though, don't you? I be seeing you on Instagram and you out there.
Nah, I don't club.
Lounges?
Nah, every blue moon, but nah, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my lounge is the gym.
Somebody asked what's considered bad eating on the weekends.
Somebody asked that?
Yeah.
Bad eaters is just like, your pizzas, your burgers, your fries, your fried chicken, your wings, your tacos. It's and it all varies. Your sweets, your cookies, your chips.
To me, bad eating is when you're eating something that's not made for you to eat.
Yes, it's processed food.
It's not made for your body to actually eat.
I don't think wings is bad.
It's all subjective, I guess.
I mean, if it's processed wings,
yeah, then that's bad.
Yeah, like
McDonald's.
McDonald's don't got wings,
they don't
man.
say, oh shit. That's how you know.
McDonald's got wings.
Oh wow.
Actually, yeah, they got it. Couldn't believe
I didn't even think they have McDonald's in Thailand and shit.
They got McDonald's
everywhere.
That's when I said they got the best real estate. I was not lying.
McDonald's all over the earth, my boy. McDonald's is everywhere.
24 hours. And then look, we want to take breaks. They ain't taking no breaks to kill everybody, man. Taking no breaks, son. Kill you, your mom, your daughter, and your whole family can get it. No break. We open 24 hours.
And we're gonna charge you to kill you.
Yeah.
And they didn't even cheat no more.
You gonna pay us to kill you.
Hey, the excuse before used to be like, oh, this is the cheapest food. Now it's still $100 and they still kill you.
Some people, that's all they can afford, so I don't.
Nah, man, you gotta know what I'm saying.
think
McDonald's ain't cheap no more. It was like $3.49 for a meal back in the days. Now,
Yeah, Chick-fil-A shit that went up too. Everything going up.
so you might as well even cook. To be honest, it's not cheap no more.
I think my mom had me on McDonald's once a month, if that. I had to beg and
The Happy
plead
Meal?
for it. Yeah. I had to beg for that shit. She's like, yo, it's not no real food. That's all she used to tell me.
Oh, but you're Caribbean though, so your mom was in that kitchen.
Yeah, cooking it up, bro.
Yeah.
That real food, the food that you could grow from the ground, and then you just boil it. You can eat it like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the meat that you just cook it on the stove, boom. Real food. If you don't got no stove, you don't got none of those extra shit, you could cook the shit in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Real food type shit.
That's true.
Smell one of y'all niggas farting, man. I smell it.
Not me. He smiling, so it's probably good.
If we talking about farting, Shout out to bro. The legendary super farter.
Smell himself.
Man, got Brody fart too many times. Crazy, man. It's like,
That's the X.
Shout out to my man Pelu, man, for the invite of the.
Yeah, you got to stop by more often, man.
Yeah, I'll stop by more often, drop some gems, tap in with the Sands.
Shout out to Sweat Check.
Shout out to my guys, man.
Just gotta check up all the sweats, man.
You gotta sweat for that check, man.
Gotta check all the girls' sweats.
yeah, man. You gotta, if she's not sweating, you're not working.
You're not working, bro.
She's supposed to stay wet, man.
She gotta sweat down there too, man.
Hey,
What you talking about, bro?
Hey, though, that's sexy, though, when they working, and the sweat's down.
Believe it or not, bro, I don't like to see women in tights.
A word?
Yes.
Even fitness. You
Yes.
rather them
I'm tired of seeing that.
hoodies and
Yeah.
hoodies and
Stop.
I'm tired of seeing that.
What you want them to wear to the gym? Bikini? Like, what you saying, bro? I'm trying to understand what you're saying, bro.
You gotta, come on, son. You know what I mean? Some of them, listen, not all the girls look nice in those tights.
Fact.
That's facts.
That's one. It's
What
not,
about
it's
the ones
not,
you want to see wearing them, though?
I don't.
So you don't want to see no girls,
No.
even the fit ones, you don't want to see wearing tights.
No, bro.
What you want to see them wear, bro? I'm just saying.
Look, for example, like me, right? I wear, my shorts might be a little short.
Sure.
Might be a little, right?
Yeah,
Might
man.
be.
For some guys, because they don't have legs, so they don't want to show their legs. For me, I like to see as much legs as I can see, because I'm looking in the mirror on my shits while I'm working on them
Fact.
for motivation. I'm looking at my legs like, ooh, yeah, let's go, boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna stop. I keep doing that, so that's why I wear those type of shorts. But they still have a little room in them. Room in them for me to breathe. Room in them for me to move. Room in them for me not to rip anything and still feel secure. I ain't trying to show no show. I'm there to get the gains and get that growth. I'm focused.
But now, as it pertains to the woman, though, like, why don't you want to see the women in any tights? Even the ones that look good in it.
This goes to show with my explanation with my shorts. It's not deterring anybody. It's not distracting anybody. It's not making anybody look to the left or right just because I'm wearing it.
Bro, stop the cap immediately.
What are you trying to say?
Please stop the cap immediately.
I get room. I get room to work out.
Yeah.
I think women should wear things that give them more room,
Okay.
you know,
I can
to
understand
work
that.
out.
I can understand that, but
And then on top of that, some of them feel as if guys are on their they don't give them space when they're at the gym.
That's cap. Because
stop the cap.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
women, because they literally wear the pants that separates their cracks.
So that's what I'm saying.
So you
A
can't
man,
say-
you see?
Yeah,
exactly.
Because now you can't say, "Oh, these guys are stalking," but you okay.
That's what I'm saying.
There's this
That's
one
what I'm
shorty that
saying.
told me, this one girl I'm cool with. She told me the girls, and some of the girls too, go to the locker room, take
Yeah.
off their panties,
Yes.
and then put the what's the name, so they can get the cheek separation.
All separate.
That
Yeah.
cheek separation is not natural unless you take away the.
The pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then you can't call the dude a crate because you took
But that's the thing though. Women are going to the gym with the goal to not be distracted from a guy. They don't want them to talk to them. In some instances, they want to go oriented. They go there extra early just to get their workout done. But they'll still wear something in that nature, not realizing the idea that a man thinks when he sees these things.
It's conflicting.
Forget about attention, because some guys don't have to show her attention, but when he sees her, he sees the impression that she's giving off. He might think that she's a hoe, and she might possibly not be a hoe. She might possibly just actually like those tights. So this confusion of state of mind being in this one place where that's not supposed to. This space is not for that. This is like church, where you come and you're supposed to be focused on praying. This is the church of working out. You're supposed to be coming here focused on working out. How am I supposed to be focused on working out? All I see is this girl come up in front of my face, cheeks is spreading.
Yeah, them cheeks spread.
But how can you say that, bro? And you just explained your explanation too.
What?
When you're wearing these short shorts, and all you aiming there for is to see your fucking legs. But do you know how much people?
I'm looking.
You know how much? Fuck the women. You know how much guys are looking like? Why is this nigga even wearing something that short, showing off his legs, bro?
You mean the
I'm not showing off my legs though, bro.
That's what they're thinking, though, bro.
Nah, but they're taking off their panties to show cheek separation.
Bro,
He's
not
doing-
a lot of guys wear actual short shorts to the gym.
He wants to see his legs.
Not a lot of guys, bro. Yeah.
That's
So,
because a lot
so
of
when
guys
a
don't
guy
have
does
legs.
when a guy does wear short shorts, they think that guy is just trying to show off, bro. And I'm talking from experience.
Either they think he's trying to show off, or they think the motherfucker's gay.
Yeah. It's either two.
Like, what's up? Why is it short so little? What's up with you?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is this guy short so
But I
little?
promise you, man, short shorts actually feel
Ass.
it actually feels comfortable, like to
Yeah, it
work out
feels
in.
comfortable.
Yeah.
That's why I used to play ball in them. Cause you get some air, you know what I mean? When you're running around and you can breathe, you know what I mean? You need to have breathing space for your genitals.
Facts.
And women need that as well. A lot of women are not smelling kosher. They need breathing space for their compartments of clothing that they're wearing in those places.
So you think the ladies should wear more shorts and less tights?
Yes. Yes.
That would make sense though.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Cause it's like, how do you even? I can't imagine wearing something so fucking tight.
So tight, bro. And you
And
really
then-
want to get a crazy workout in?
Yeah, like I would have like they.
Your pum pum is not
Yeah,
wet now
even
because
like the
your
wedgies,
pum pum
bro.
don't get wet. Your pum pum.
Do they get
don't
wedgies from?
feel
Is
wet.
it's an automatic wedgie, right?
Dude,
Those type of shorts.
They literally take the off to get the wedgie. Because
Mm.
in order to get the cheek separation, you have to take the hands off. They do it on
Bro,
purpose.
you know there's a thing called muscle memory.
Mm.
So like if the pants is wet, just wet down in the crotch area, and it keeps reminding them like, oh, I'm wet. You don't think that they gonna automatically just get wet
That's fair.
Interesting.
because of muscle memory?
Wow. What do you guys think about this, man? I saw a post yesterday, man. When certain girls, they kind of like fucking lift so heavy, they start fucking peeing.
You lost me.
Yeah, they
What
like,
happened?
yeah,
What happened?
they will squat like it'll squat extremely heavy, and then
Just start
a
peeing
little
right there.
pee drops out of
Just pee
the.
right there.
Oh, you still don't sweat. Never mind. That's
Just pee right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Start peeing. Yo, I think women have a fascination with things like that. Cause only a woman can do that, bro. If I go ahead and squat some crazy shit and just start peeing, it's not gonna be looked at as a positive thing. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? This nigga got problems. He can't control his penis. His penis all fucked up. You know what I mean? I don't know. We gotta ask a lady how does it feel to squat.
Yeah.
Cause maybe they be feel like peeing, they hold it in. Maybe, you know.
We gonna touch on that topic when we have. I already know people on that. The lady. I know a few ladies that do that.
Great.
Yeah, guys.
You know ladies that do that shit?
I know a lady that does that.
I'm not actually.
Yeah, I gotta ask her
Why
why.
she did that? She was recording herself?
She literally not. She told me that she just squatted heavy
And made her pee.
and she peed. Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Let me walk out sweat check. I'll be back.
Yo, shout out to Sweat Check,
Shout out to
man.
Sweat Check, man.
Getting up out of here.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
You can never work out fully and not get a sweat.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all
gotta
follow
check
my
your-
guy.
You gotta check your sweat, man. If your shit ain't sweating, it ain't checking.
Ain't
You ain't
checking.
checking, you ain't sweating.
Hey, shout out to Pedro, man, for the invite, man. I appreciate, having to come through and drop some gems for the folk, man. Motivating the folks to do better, man. You know the motto, no sweat, no check. If you ain't sweating, you ain't work. Self-improvement is always on the menu. Shout out to the Sands, Mr. Find Something, Goku Pump.
Yes, sir.
Broly Gaze, can't spell legendary without leg day. You know, tap in with my guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Smash everything. ain't go cool girl. You dig?
Damn, bro.
Facts.
Word.
Oh,
Not
man.
my girl.
Not my girl. Come on, man.
I didn't think just smash your girl.
And we gotta make sure I don't say that this weekend. You get a little windy, get a little windy.
Nah, I still be saying that shit.
Oh.
She gonna come up in here.
chilling.
She gonna come up.
She's cool.
She's like, wait a
Cool.
minute.
She just got included. If you don't include, it's over.
She's like, wait a minute, I'm confused.
Shout out to my girl.
Shout out to the girl.
Appreciate you.
Got my keys.
It's got a lot of money.
I know you just started
I
vibing.
think that's the wrap, man.
That's what she said. And I actually had a rap.
Sure, she didn't want more.
I mean, like I had a condom, so.
Oh man.
You feel
Oh
me?
man.
Can you smell?
Man. Hey, whoa.
What the rock is cooking?
Whoa.
What happened?
He did that on the mic, guys. Bro. We might have to cut it from here, man. What are you doing, bro?
I always wanted to do that.
Don't
At some point in time in my life.
Do these, don't do that, bro.
Can you smell? Wow.
Oh, man.
What the brolinator is cooking.
Man.
Well, you gotta get more secure with your masculinity. You know what
What you
I'm saying?
mean,
I
bro?
already know. I'm secure with my shit, man. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
that was a little weird, though.
Hey, I'm not gonna go to second.
Guys, man, let us know in the comment section what you guys want us to touch on, and we will do something.
Just let him know that you want to touch his girl.
No. Let us know what's up.
So you can do something. About it.
Listen, man. Don't smash my girl. I'll be smashing her for you, okay? Don't do the workouts. I'll do it for you. The only thing you can do for me is eat pizza, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to McDonald's for
Don't do
me.
it. Don't do it.
Because I won't do it.
Please don't do it. No more processed food, guys. No more unhealthy food. Stay consistent, and you will definitely get the results that you need in life, man. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. Make sure you please don't forget to smash his girl.
Yo,
Always and forever. Smash every single thing that you're attracted to in this world, man.
stop playing,
I'm not playing. I don't do that.
Yo.
That's fish. Yo, thank you guys. Peace, love, and soul.
Peace out.
My audio was fucked up.